All right. Looks like we are live. Only about 15 minutes late today, so sorry about that, guys. I actually lost track of time while I was editing my new video. Before I knew it, it was all of a sudden it was 2:52. So it didn't give me too much time to get everything like the thumbnail and all that, and like the topics like that I really wanted to hit for today. So I'm terribly sorry about that. Just kind of lost track of time while editing and checking on my family and other type of things. But we are back. We are back, ready to go. We are another PlayerEssence live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope all of you guys are having a, let me move my mic a little bit closer. Hope all of you guys are having a fantastic day. I know I am. We actually had a lot of big news yesterday, but we're going to go ahead and go over that for those who missed it. But then also new developments that have happened. And like I've seen before, I swear that people can't read. Like, I legitimately think that reading comprehension is a big problem. Like, reading comprehension is like, and the funny thing is that nothing's even too complex here. So it's like that's like the crazy thing about all of this, you know? You put up any news about this, and I swear, Sony fans, like, they've started to make their move. Like, the crazy Sony propagandists, Switch 2 propagandists, like, they've started to make their move, and it's so funny because you can see them from a mile away. So we're gonna talk about it today, and then I got something special for you guys tomorrow. So look out for tomorrow's video, because it's gonna be pretty funny. Kind of like my Tears of the Kingdom videos that I did, like on people getting nuts about that game. So I got some funny stuff for you guys. Let's take a little break on Wednesday when it comes to the news and have a little bit of fun. Yeah, let's go and get into some shout outs. Then we will start up with the stuff, you know, kind of hang out. Today's kind of more of a chill day. It's kind of like the calm, you know, after the storm overall. But yeah, it should be still should be a great show. We got some other stuff to talk about. Nintendo Cinematic Universe. We've got Xbox console sales are pretty much in shambles, man. Like, this is pretty bad. Like, this is pretty bad, and I'm not even like joking when I say this is like Wii U level bad at this point. Like, this is bad, and I'm not trying to troll or, you know, drama, whatever. Like, this is bad. Like, I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was this bad. So we're gonna talk about that. Some of you guys might have saw me already on Twitter discussing it. But let's get to the shout outs, and then we can move on to the topics and all that. Shout outs to Chrono Rig with the $5. I'm seeing a lot of Sony guys trying to compare Square's Switch exclusives to Sony's Square exclusive sales. Yeah, and it's stupid. Because specifically we're talking about AAA multi-platform development. So this is something that it seems like they don't want to accept what Square said. Square talked about AAA development. They didn't talk about exclusives just in general. They talked about multi-platform AAA development. Square will probably still make exclusive smaller AA and smaller games. They might still, the next Octopath Traveler might be a Switch 2 exclusive. You know, so nothing's stopping them if you read the whole report, Chrono Rig, which I'm not saying you, but these people, they're trying to sit there and say, oh, well, look at this. Why don't you guys talk about the exclusives on Switch? Bro, it's Harvestella. It's all this, like, we were talking about. The big news is AAA development, not exclusives, AAA development. And for some reason, a lot of Sony dudes don't want to read that part or don't want to factor that part in. They're just looking at overall exclusives because, once again, critical thinking and reading comprehension is difficult for some of these people. Like, it's legitimately difficult for them. I think I have to think that because it's crazy. Paul Tassie's getting into a war with people on Twitter because they refuse to read and comprehend. You know, it's just wild. Let's see here. Hey OJ, what are your predictions for the June Nintendo Direct? Yeah, check out my video. I already put up a big predictions video on what we could see for that Direct. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. We kind of already discussed that quite a bit. We will revisit it in June once we get closer. But check out my video if you haven't seen it already. Like, put it in your watch later, and you can check that out because that was back on May 8th. So last week, I discussed that in full, what I think is going to be there. But, you know, Fire Emblem, Metroid Prime, stuff like that. Chrono Rig, but thank you so much for the $5. You are now the Hokage and Stream Ninja. Make sure you guys give some love to Chrono Rig with the big $5. Remember, if you drop a dono, you can also request a music track. So Chrono Rig, if you want something, let me know. If you want Chrono Trigger, that'd even be better. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. All right, let's continue on with these shout outs here. Dank Meme Center X. Nin128, David Games, Skylar G, Nintendo Dave, Jacob Dressback. What's up, Jacob? How you doing today? Justin, what's up, man? Divine Hunter, BMA Joe. Shoutouts, thank you for the question, BMA Joe. But yeah, Fire Emblem, you know, Metroid, and I put a lot more in that video. I just linked it. So when you get the chance, check that out after you're done watching the stream or whenever you get an opportunity. Now the hate propaganda Switch 2 begins. Yes, Quantum, it has started. David V is here. The man, the myth, the legend, David V. Justin is here as well. Caitlin and Justin. Daniel Y is here. What's up, Daniel Y? Chalice DJ, my man, Chalice. Monado says, yeah, these Sony fans are weird and can't read like the Alucard guy on Twitter. Imagine his first response was, you're a loser, buddy. Shaking my head. How low can you go? Well, because he's that, what's it called, guy? That Sixers Octavian guy. He has like a lot of weird Xbox guys, but the Sixers Octavian guy legitimately has a mental disability, I think. I think he definitely can't think at a critical level. He's crazy. He's legitimately kind of crazy and mentally, he's not mentally all there. So I'm not really going to go in too much on him, but I think there's something wrong with him, personally. I don't know. I've never met somebody in my life that would block me, have me blocked for ages now, and then tag somebody that when you're blocked. You have to have a mental disability to tag somebody while you block them. While you have them blocked, and then you tag them. There's something wrong with you mentally. Like that's insane. George says Octopath 3 can be a Switch 2 exclusive, and PS fans may not bat an eye. Yeah, they probably wouldn't care, just like they didn't care about Octopath Traveler 2 or Octopath Traveler 1. Let's see, that won't stop them from doing console exclusives. I'm sure Square will take the bag from any of these big three. Yeah. But AAA wise, they're gonna not take the bag as much. They're not gonna do that with their main franchises because basically what they're saying, George FT, is that it's not worth the bag. It's not worth the bag. Yeah, you'll get a nice bag to make the game, but it's not worth the bag because you can make exponentially more by having it on more platforms, and you can build your brand up, you know, when it comes to exposure. Only on PS5, only on Switch, only on whatever. For AAA games, that's not a good idea. That's what Square Enix is essentially saying. Vice says the meltdown on Twitter is fun to watch. It's Bayonetta 2 all over again. It's I don't know if it's as crazy, but to be honest, it feels that way sometimes. Justin with the $3.
Did you ever notice this green screen background has an Asus logo? It gives me Raj Ally flashbacks.
Yes, it does. It does. And that's, somebody mentioned that, like, what do you think about the ROG Ally? I was like, I don't like it, I hate it. But they're like, but you have like a Asus, or you have like a ROG whatever, what's it called, background. And I was like, oh really? So yeah, I just thought it looked cool. Yeah, no, seriously. Yo, thank you so much though for the $3. That gets us to 2 on the combo count. We are rolling along. Looks like we were humming. We were rolling along to the first combo breaker. Thank you so much, Justin. Thank you for the big 3. But yeah, man. What's up, Superpower Man? Welcome. What's up, Nick? 93. Got here early. Got to make sure you don't slander PS unfairly. All right, you can keep me honest, Nick. For real, keep me honest. I don't. But to be fair, I don't slander real PlayStation fans. Okay, because a lot of us we all play PlayStation. We all have memories of PlayStation. We all like Sony's IPs for the most part. Most of it, 95% of us do. You know I do. I slander morons. Like, I ain't trying to be mean, but I slander people who can't read. Like that's across the board. Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, like guys that can't read. You know, that's who I slander the most. I gotta know, what are the Switch 2 propagandists saying? Oh, we're gonna get to it, Dash Frame. Don't worry. Been playing Kid Icarus Uprising. The game is incredible. This game needs to be remade. It does. We're gonna get to that. No, we just started up, guys. We'll talk about the Switch 2 propagandists. When are we talking about Xbox selling tanks? I'm so giddy. Well, their sales tank, so they're not really selling the tanks. Rouser, what's up, man? It says Final Fantasy 9 remake definitely going to be multi-platform release. Well, yeah, the old school games are multi-platform, right? Like the re-releases like Crisis Core, right? That was multi-platform as well. So yeah, those are going to be multi-platform. That's not a big AAA game. That's just a remake of an older game, right? So Square Enix doesn't consider a remake of an old game like at that level like AAA. You know, but like for example, Bravely Default, that remake, that might be Switch only for or Switch 2, or probably Switch, right? That might be Switch only and then maybe put over, or maybe they pivoted and they're going to put it on everything, you know, who knows. I saw one retweet say, as an FY, since 2020, 68% of Square Enix games have been multiplied, 19% have been NS exclusive, 13% have been PS exclusive. Manipulation is real. It's not manipulation. It's basically, like I said, it's not manipulation, Minato, because I'm not giving them. I don't think these people know exactly. Like they didn't read. The problem is that a lot of them, they can't critically think. They think too basically. Oh, people are saying exclusives like PlayStation, like Final Fantasy 7 is a problem. Well, what about these exclusives? And that is the lack of critical thinking knowledge. It's very basic, almost like a child, right? Like you'd have to explain something to a child. Hey, don't do that. Don't put your finger inside of an electric socket because you could shock yourself to death. Like you have to explain the basic things that are simple to most people that have been in business, but not so easy for other people that aren't. And I'm not trying to be mean, even though it's definitely sounds like I'm trying to be mean, but you have to explain it in a very basic way that they're gonna understand. It's not about exclusives, it's about AAA multi-platform. Square Enix wants to move away from exclusive AAA games. So the last year and this year, Square Enix has released 3 exclusive AAA games: Forspoken, Final Fantasy 16, and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. They want to move away from that model. If you go back to their previous exclusives, right? You look at something like Nier Automata, that was exclusive at first on PlayStation, and then it came over to everything. And look at how the sales have been extended because of the PC, Xbox, and specifically the Nintendo Switch towards the end here. The sales have went up. They actually gave us a sales update on Nier Automata recently. That's because of the Switch version came out at $40 and people were snapping that up, right? So that's the point of what I'm talking about here. We're discussing that. We're not discussing exclusives. This big business plan that Square Enix has is based around their big AAA games. It's not based around who has the most exclusives. It's based around their biggest AAA games that's going to move profitability. That's it. That's what the big hubbub is about. And unfortunately, a lot of these people cannot separate that because they're not intelligent enough, or you have to specifically, explicitly explain to them this and this. But a lot of times they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it at all because they think they'll come to their own conclusion about what this is about, you know? So there's also that aspect too. Party Man says the Xbox sales. Yeah, I know, seriously. 1000 Year J2 Blue, what's up, man? Half of those sales are Series S, if not more. I didn't see the breakdown, Nick93. You got the breakdown of those? But yeah, I heard. Okay, so let's just get to the Xbox real quick, just so we can get that. Then we can have like a roundtable discussion and we can get your comments because I know you guys have a lot to say about this. So apparently, according to the last quarter, for the fiscal year, the last quarter, Xbox Series sales were 5 times less than the PlayStation 5's 4.5 million, which 4.5 million is very good for a quarter. It's not like record breaking when it comes to the most of consoles ever sold in a quarter. This has been better, but it's good. 4.5 million in the last, quarter. That's pretty good, right? And Xbox Series is 5 times less than that. So PS5 sold nearly 5 times the amount in the last quarter of the Xbox Series. Bro, that's Wii U level territories. What are we looking at? Like 800, 700,000 units for the last quarter? Like that's just not good. So I couldn't believe it. So the sales have fallen off of a cliff, man. Like it's bad. It's really bad. So yeah, I don't know how else to frame it. Like I said, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to console. It's not a console war thing either. It's just simply the sales are just bad. They're really bad. So yeah, I saw a Sony fan compare Switch 2 specs to a 4 gigabytes of RAM laptop, saying it won't be as good as PS4 because laptops can't run games. That's where the propaganda power mad comes in, because all of the leaked specs all say way more than that. If you look at Digital Foundry, they love to use Digital Foundry to tear Switch down, but they can't watch the Digital Foundry videos that take the T239 and the leaked specs and give it a practical usage for them to see. They don't want to do that because that's the propaganda in them, They know good and well that Switch 2 video is out there on Digital Foundry, but they refuse to talk about it, Let's see here. Totally not Switch 2 propaganda, but I see many YouTubers say how Valve PC won this console war by doing nothing after Square Enix news, but they never say Nintendo won. Shaking my head. Valve PC. Okay, sure. Then it sounds like goalpost moving. Yeah, maybe. Hey, what's up, Epic Globster? We have to do the same thing. IT or most professors got to explain it in simple terms. Yeah, that's true. You do have to. But I think the biggest problem with this party, man, is that these people want to act like they're experts. As I got a video tomorrow, they want to act like they know what they're talking about. That's the biggest problem, you know? Shout out to Dylan J. White with the $4.99. Hey, let's go. Thank you so much, Dylan. And he says, finally picked up Octo 2 on PS5. What an experience so far. What is your favorite PS5 JRPG? Can you play Colony 9 Night Theme from Xeno 1? I can. My favorite PS5 I don't think Stellar Blade. It's not JRPG. It's a Korean. But I think Stellar Blade for sure is like my favorite action RPG thingy on PS5. For sure. By like a large amount. I really like Stellar Blade. I think it's really cool. But yeah, I'd probably say after that would be like Octopath 2. All right, let's go and let's see this. What's up, Ajoxus? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much, Dylan. Let's get some Colony 9 music, though. Colony 9 theme. All right. Let's get some Colony 9 music. Thank you so much for your support, Dylan. I appreciate that. Missed out on the Hokage and Stream Ninja by 1 penny to Chrono Rig. Thank you guys for the donos so far. Make sure you hit that like button. Let people know that we're streaming. Let's get over 200 viewers, if we can. 200 plus viewers. 3 on the combo board as well. What's up, the Patch Universe? Welcome to the stream. You guys hit that like button and on the dono that he did. Thank you so much. The only problem is that they don't see Square Enix spend tons of money on making that 13% of PS exclusives. So yeah, really can't read. Exactly. They don't understand the economy behind it. Bro, when are these idiots gonna learn the graphics don't matter when it comes to sales? I mean, I think because it matters to them. So I mean, obviously it matters a bit, right? But I think that they don't look at big picture, you know. Remember when many journalists and YouTubers made articles about how PS5 surpassed Wii U sales as if that's a major achievement? I do remember that, but I mean, yeah, I mean, it kind of came and went though. It didn't really matter. I think it was just something to talk about, I guess. We don't claim those type of fans. I want Switch 2 to be powerful so they can get most of the PS5 Xbox games worth sales money for everyone. Helps the game industry in general. Yeah, I know that's not you. I'm just saying crazy ones. The crazy. It's not just PS fans though. It's Xbox fans too. But the problem is that Xbox fans, like when you're fighting for your life, you don't really have much time to talk about other things. You know, a lot of these hardcore Xbox guys, like when you're fighting for your life, you know, you can't really chime in too much on other things right now. You know, so. But yeah, I mean, Xbox base is kind of down bad. But I mean, there are some of it. Like I said, there's that crazy Sixers Octavian guy that like won't leave me alone. Like that dude, he's like I said, he's a nutcase. But yeah. Yeah, I get you're not gonna defend those guys as they talk more than they should. More the casual peeps that are not as informed. Yeah, exactly. But I think the problem is the propagandists are starting to spread propaganda about the Nintendo Switch too. Hey, what's up, Rena? How you doing today, young lady? Thanks for coming out to the stream. Good to see you here. You guys give some love to Elite Ninja Extraordinaire. Rena Habag is here. Welcome, Rena. If I haven't said hi to you, make sure you say what up in the chat too. What's up, Kane? What's up, Christian Smithers? What's up, Anthony Smith? What's up, Zenji? How you guys doing today? PlayerEssence, it feels like Game Pass made Xbox consoles less appealing since they put a lot of new games day one. I think that Game Pass to me made the console less appealing because it's always online. It's always too online centered, and also the lack of game, like the droughts. That's what kind of turned me off to the Xbox. Although I have the system, but I don't really play anything on it. Which Xbox person is coping and seething the hardest right now? I'm not sure. Like, it's hard to tell because I don't follow a lot of them. I do see some of their stuff, but right now they're kind of happy because of what Square Enix had to say. So right now, a lot of the Xbox like fan base is like pretty happy because they feel that they're gonna now get like Final Fantasy and like the big AAA games, you know, that Sony usually gets. I think the Switch 2 is going to have a crazy launch. I can see FF Rebirth and FF16 coming out after Switch 2 releases. I don't know if they'll be anytime soon. I think maybe eventually it'll come. I don't know if it's going to be like within a close proximity of the launch, Dylan, but we'll see. Probably not. A lot of hardcore Xbox fans are beginning to understand that Xbox is not really in a good direction right now. I mean, yeah, there's definitely some hardcore fans that have jumped ship and have, changed their tune, but I mean, we'll see what happens in the future, right? I guess Microsoft has some hardware announcements soon. Let's see. These people are more on Twitter than actually playing games. I don't know about that. I mean, some of them are terminally online and terminally playing games at the same time. So, but yeah, some of them, just like I said, I think they need to start reading more. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, well, actually more like comprehension. They can read all you want to, but if you can't understand what you're reading, then it doesn't matter, right? Hey, what's up, Mascon? Sony stated today that the PS Portal has sold beyond expectations. Not massive units, but pretty good. I did hear about that. So once they actually give us sales numbers, then I can say, okay, you know, it sold a lot or not. But that's basically what I said. They didn't ship any, so they haven't been shipping them. They have very small allocation, and whatever they've shipped out, it's done okay. So it did better than maybe what they expected, which they didn't expect much, but it's not a lot of units. People were trying to tell me that it's, oh my God, it's selling like incredibly crazy. And I'm like, well, no, it's not. Because if it was, then Sony would say how much it sold. But since they're keeping the number, hidden, that means it's not sold anything insane. Good for what they're expecting, but not an insane amount of numbers. That's why they're keeping it hidden. A portable Xbox with Game Pass would work. A portable Xbox with Game Pass would work. I mean, I guess maybe it would, but I mean, I don't think Game Pass is the answer, to be honest. I don't think Game Pass is the answer. Element Nullify, what's up, Element? Xbox fans are like Cowboys fans clinging on to good memories. I don't know if it's that bad. I don't know if they're down that bad. Because Cowboys fans are insane. Some Cowboys, not all Cowboys fans, but some Cowboys fans are delusional. But yeah. Did you see DBD stream? No, I don't know what that is. Bro, Twitter is so bad right now. And I replied to a guy who said PS5 had no games and gave him some examples of how, and I got like 50 notifications of people going back and forth. Yeah, here's the problem though. Nick, obviously the PS5 has tons of games that you can play, right? I think why you're going to get crazy notifications is because the PS5 doesn't have many like PS5 only exclusives. I think there's about like what, 9 or so. So I think that's where the issue lies for some people. So yeah, I learned to not ever go either side on that when it comes to PS5 exclusives. Like I don't say anything, you know.
Fellas, put your dollars.
Justin with the $3 says set a better background.
Sent a better background.
All right, I got you. Let's go. Thank you for the $3, Justin. That does make you the Hokage of the stream with the $3. That gets you to 6 on the board. So beating out Chrono Rig by $1. Anybody does 6 or more, you can beat out Justin on the Hokage board. 5 or more to tie up or beat out Chrono Rig on the Stream Ninja board. Thank you so much, Justin. I appreciate that. Let me open up Discord and then we can get to this whatever you linked. Something cool, right? Oh, here we go. Here we go. I like this. I like this. This is good. This is definitely good. Thank you so much for this one, Justin. Okay, I can rock with this. I can definitely rock with this. You know, there you go. I can definitely rock with this. Let's do it. Oh. There you go. All right, anybody notice the difference? Anybody notice the difference? Let's go. Shout outs. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's see. Reddit says, how's your day going? Players, my day is okay. Things are crazy at work, but hopefully good things will happen. Yeah. It's always crazy at work. Shout outs to Rena. Glad to see you here. My day's been good. It's been pretty calm. I just exercised today and then just, you know, was editing a video for tomorrow. That's about it. Hanging out with my son. So yeah, it's good to see you here like always, Rena. I wouldn't hold my breath waiting for Xbox to get Square Games sales matter. Well, they said that they're going to bring games to Xbox, so it's like what they said, you know. They said they're going to aggressively pursue games on Xbox, Nintendo, Switch, or Nintendo platforms, PlayStation, PC. So I think multi-platform's a thing. Plus, look at stuff like Visions of Mana. That's coming out on Xbox Series too, right? So it sold well in Spain, OJ, so it has to be selling well. There you go. I mean, I think it's for the allocation that Sony's put out, they've sold through their small amounts. So if they're shipping 1,000 of those units per month, they're selling all 1,000 of them, you know, but 1,000 isn't a big amount. Or if they're shipping 3,000 a month, okay, they're selling 3,000 a month. They're selling, oh wow, 3,000 a month. But overall, once again, for the whole year, that's like what, 36,000 units, right? So it's not a large amount, but it's good for what they're trying to do. So yeah, what's up, Dash Frame? They're not buying Xbox consoles, so why would they buy a Portal? No, those are two different things, Exalted Donut. We're talking about two different things. I'm happy Nintendo's Smart One realized sticking to their creative principles is the smartest business move. The only ray of light in this dark age of gaming. I made a video on that recently, so I agree somewhat with that. Let's see. They don't really need to release Portal sales numbers. No real point in boast about a controller. Why not, though? Why not release the Portal sales numbers? Do you think the Switch 2 will be able to brute force run Switch 1 games? If they're uncapped, yes. So like maybe like Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I think it would still need some patches, though, to really get it to be better. With all the news, I saw many people saying they are selling their Xbox and unsub from Game Pass. I did hear about that. I did hear people say stuff like that, too. Let's see if it actually takes effect, though. I got a friend who rides and does buy Game Pass and thinks it's the future. I tried telling him that the industry is going to suffer, but he doesn't care. Have to buy games anymore. I mean, I think it works. Game Pass works well for some people, but for a lot of people, it doesn't work well. Ever since Sony started putting their games on PC, those Sony boys went on a rampage. Might have started before that, but yeah, now we have the Propagandists. PlayerEssence logo. I think rumors of Xbox going third party hurt the console sales in the last quarter because that's crazy. Only 800K. I agree, Nick93. I think that's a very good point. I think that it's a combination of things, right? Like when you have a platform, there's some aspect of greediness to it, right? You want an identity, and without exclusives, with putting games on other platforms, you lose your identity. With buying other companies and their culture smashes into yours, you do lose your identity and you have to make a new one. And the new identity is so important, right? It's so important. But some places don't want to lose their identity, right? Nintendo doesn't want to lose their identity. Sony is teetering. They don't want to lose their identity and their base of what makes them them. And exclusives are part of that. And when you don't have that, or when it looks like that's going to be up, I mean, that destroys console sales. Let's just keep it real. When you can't be consistent in your game lineup, when you can't provide enough value for Game Pass to continuously get new subscribers, that takes away from your identity. When you can't constantly release your biggest games, you need constant releases of your biggest games. It takes away things, it takes away. So I think that's the problem too. Epic Globster says, "What's up? These people are angry at Square now. Gonna focus more on multiplat. They were saying to angry Xbox fans they should be happy more games are reaching more people. Okay, yeah. Good vid today, by the way, OG. Thank you so much, Dylan. I appreciate that. What's up, Badset? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Justin says, it's hard to suggest the Xbox nowadays with everything going on. It really is hard. I agree. I mean, I can still suggest one, but I just don't know, man. It's hard to truly suggest one, because of all the situation. Like, we need to see more games from Microsoft, and we don't know what games are coming to PS5. So, fun fact, PS5 console sales just passed the Xbox One all-time sales. Just shows how bad the console was for Xbox. The funny thing is that the Xbox One is looking good right now, Xbox One is looking not too bad in comparison when it comes to console sales. That's the crazy thing, but it's funny how one system did console exclusives and still had somewhat of that identity. The other system didn't, and look at the difference, What's up, Ava Cook? Welcome to the stream. Portal is an accessory. Do they release DualSense sales numbers? Just another reason for people to criticize. They can't take numbers and decide what's next. Well, the difference is that Portal can be played. Like, a controller can't be played anywhere. The Portal is actually a game device to the point to where it can be played. Like, you can play a game somewhere else by using its features. I think that if the DualSense allowed you to play your PlayStation 5 anywhere and it costs $200, which is the price of, like, a console, or not a console, but the price of like what we've had in the past for like a whole console, I think that you should maybe let us know about those sales personally. But hey, once again, it's subjective. What does it matter at the end of the day whether they say the sales numbers or not? You are right that it is an accessory, but it's an accessory that you can actually play games on, and they cost as much as a Switch Lite, right? So I mean, I would say it'd be nice if they said the numbers. But if they don't want to, that's fine. It's their business. Happy the air is working. Yeah, it's good to have air conditioning over the summer, or going to summer. I think the PS4 is on the verge of passing Game Boy lifetime sales and still has the chance to become 4th all-time gaming device. Might be off on that. I don't know what the last PS4 sales numbers are at, but I mean it could, but I just don't know. So we'll see. We can start the count. We can start the count for Square. How many AAA games released multi-platform excluding PC? How many? Well, I mean, they're big franchises, whatever their big games are. So like Dragon Quest 12, all the big, you know, the big next Kingdom Hearts. I mean, games like that. Let's see here. Do you think Switch 2 will? Okay, Dash. I know it sounds like a fanboy from the casual observer, but it's like Nintendo's in the strongest position right now, looking at Microsoft and Sony. Well, right now, financially, when it comes to their investments and what they've done, I mean, clearly Nintendo's in the best position. I don't think that's any type of, you know, any type of secret right now. But I mean, that can change. Nintendo has a new system coming out, so. I feel Nintendo was smart to getting people to more stylized art in their games. Nintendo was smart to emphasize more gameplay and fun over graphics, because then you can get games like Princess Peach Showtime and games like, you know, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, and you can sell those at a premium price and still get good sales. So you take the bad with the good, right? But then you also don't get some third-party games. You get some people saying, okay, this and that, but it's a double-edged sword. You get good things and bad things with that. Let's see here. How many do you think? Are you saying all of them in the next 5 years? I would say that we're probably going to get, yeah, most of those in the next 5 years, yeah. Last PS4 update was at 117 million units back in 2022. So, I mean, yeah, it's possible. Maybe once Herman Hulst is on his way out, he'll say, oh, yeah, the PS4 has sold 160 million units, and it'll be like the new best-selling system of all time, random, out of nowhere, you know, 20 years from now or something. Or 10, 15 years from now. Surprised PS5 is tracking only 800K behind the PS4 considering the chip shortages and the rough launch. I'm not really too surprised with that. I mean, selling on par with the PS4, that's pretty much what people thought it was gonna sell, right? I mean, even with shortages. So that's what people were saying. Yeah, it's probably gonna sell right around what PS4 sold, you know. So it's not really too surprising to me. That's where I guessed. I'm like, yeah, it's probably gonna be around 120. 115, 120 million units when it's all said and done. So like right around PS4 level. It's about where it's going to be at. And that's right about where it's at, you know? So, so yeah. Daniel says, did you hear about rumors of many PlayStation of the May PlayStation Showcase? I did. If it happens, they probably announce games for the upcoming year and the end of this year. They'll probably look at the future games. There'll be some stuff for this year, but nothing too major. Maybe like the new Astrobot game or something like that, or Astros, whatever. But yeah, it looks like probably, you know, maybe they'll give us like one more big thing. It's like the next, you know, Ghost of Tsushima or the next Horizon Forbidden West remake, stuff like that. I feel like watching Maximilian Dude with this music. Yeah, that was the Street Fighter EX3 Precious Heart. Yeah, Max always uses that music. Shout outs to Maximilian Dude, great guy. Met him a number of times. He's a cool dude. I feel like Switch 2 is almost too big to fail. I mean, the reason why Nintendo systems in the past have not done well, I mean, obviously we have marketing, but I think it's always been because of split base. Nintendo's always had a system that has done well in every single generation. Even if they've had a console that fails, they always have one system that does well. You know, Game Boy and the N64, GBA, GameCube, you know, 3DS, Wii U. I mean, so now that you're combining the two, it's hard with Nintendo with all of their might of games on one platform. It's going to be hard for that platform to fail unless Nintendo completely just drops the ball on releasing games, you know. Let's see here. Horizon Forbidden West. Oh, okay, sorry. I meant Horizon Zero Dawn remake. Sorry about that. Zero Dawn. Bro, the fact that Switch creeping up on PS2 is crazy. A lot of people got the PS2 because of DVD player game console. Yeah. David V, what the?
Can you play XB2 Bringer of Chaos?
Lucky 7, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Lie Pickle, thank you for the $7.77. Lucky 7, thank you for the dono. And yes, I can bring the Bringer of Chaos for you. Thank you so much, Mr. David V, the one and only 777. You were going to become the Hokage and stream to David V, but then Lie Pickle did a $10 dono. And he says, why did John lie to us about his glasses being broken, only to never wear them again? I'm going to ask him. I'm going to be back on the Spawncast this week, Lie Pickle. And I'm going to ask him why. I'm going to ask him why that's the case. Thank you so much, Lie Pickle. Thank you for the $9.99. You are now the new Hokage and Stream Ninja. You guys give him some big love in the chat. That's actually hilarious. I'm going to let him know that you had that super chat. I'm going to tell him. And John B with the Jonin tier pledge. Welcome back, John B. Thank you so much. Let's get these combos totaled up. We got 2 for the super chat. Another one for David V. Get him another 2 since it's the lucky 7. So that's 7. Then plus John B with the Jonin tier. That's the level 2. So 2 more. Gets us to 9 on the combo board. Yo, let's go, guys. Thank you so much. And Lie Pickle, you're now the new Hokage Stream Ninja. Anybody that has more than $9.99, you can beat out Lie Pickle on the board. What a name. What a name. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's get you up on both boards. Beat the hell out of YouTube, please. And shout out to John B, man. Thank you so much for the Raw Elite Ninja. Yeah, and if you guys want to become members, it's only $1 per month, and you can become a member. Get yourself a badge, get yourself exclusive emotes. That badge does evolve as you continue on in the village with your membership, and other perks and exclusives. So thank you so much, man. Appreciate that, guys. Exclamation mark member in the chat if you want to join up. Appreciate everybody who's a member too. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your love. I think the next 3D Mario game will be open world. It's going to blow us away visually in terms of creativity and scope. Day 1 killer app on Switch 2. That's my bet. Yeah, I mean, Mario game is a safe bet for a new platform, right? So yeah. Please ask him why. I will ask him why, Massive Reek, and I'll 100% ask him why. What happened there? I'll ask him why. What's your Dream Switch 2 game release? Mine is remake of Xeno X. Dream Switch 2 game release? Dude, like I don't know, like a brand new Chrono game, like Chrono Trigger, brand new Chrono game, like a sequel, like a real straight up brand new Chrono Trigger game, like where they use the characters and like it's like a sequel to the original Chrono Trigger. And, like they have to go back into time and they have new, like that would be like my dream, you know, Switch 2 game. I mean, it could be on any platform, it could be multi-platform, but that'd be like my dream game that I'd love to play, you know. Let's see here. Shout out to RGT, also Rip Nix. Oh man. Hey, what's up? Is it Cygnus? Hey, shout outs, man. Welcome. New Mario Kart is unfortunately not safe bet now. New console thanks to Deluxe. Yeah, it's not a safe bet anymore. Shout outs to Nick93 and John B. Nick93 with the Tune In tier membership. Welcome back, brother. Thank you so much for the membership. Appreciate that. Let's go. And then shout outs to John B with the 5. Just had to change the email address, so I lost my 70th month streak, but Square's learning
John
PS
why he likes
exclusivity.
to lie to his audience on the Spawncast. You'll have a new story as to why he fired you off the cast.
Oh man, yeah, I'm going to have to do that. Shout outs to Massive Reekin. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the big $10 Jojo. You are now the Hokage Ninja by $1. Anybody that's 10 or more, you can beat up my man Massive Reekin on the board. Thank you, John B, as well. I'm sorry that you lost your badge, dude. That sucks. I was wondering, I'm like, wait a minute, you're already an Elite Ninja. I can't believe that you lost your badge, dude. That sucks. I wish I can just give you the new badge, but I can't manipulate it at all. Dude, that's terrible. I'm sorry about that, but we all know you. We love you. Welcome back, my man John B. Thank you for the big $5, and thank you to Massive Reekin, the big $10. Hokage and Stream Ninja, let's go. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Thank you so much for the support, man. I appreciate it. You guys are the best. Let's get these. Let's get this on the board, though, right? Shall we? We should have another 2 for that. Let's add 1 more point since the Streamlabs 1. 12, 13, 14. All right, we out here. Shout outs, guys. Thank you for the support, and that's our first combo breaker. We'll get, next one is going to be at 15. We have a 10-minute extension. 15 unlocks the 15-minute extension on stream. You getting Reynatus? I am. Check out my videos, Cygnus. I've been talking about Reynatus quite a bit in my RPG videos. I talked about it today as well. Golden Sun for me. One of these days, Nintendo will remember it exists. Yeah, one of these days, Triple X. One of these days. Shout outs to everybody. Shout outs to Nick93, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for your support. Let's see here. Yo, what's up, OJ? Shout outs to whoever put Battle Destruction So Hyped Vengeance. It's not. That's just in my normal. It's in my rotation of music. It's in my rotation. So yeah. But John B, yeah, the Square, you know, leaning on PS exclusivity definitely hurt them a little bit in terms of profitability. Let me play the Bringer of Chaos music though. I need to play that. So Bringer of Chaos. Bringer of Chaos. That's Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Did the Spawncast fire you? Seriously, I noticed your absence last week. Yes, they fired me. No, I was at a wedding, John. John. If you're off the Spawncast for 1 week, that doesn't mean you're fired. I was just at a wedding. So yeah. Hey, OJ, how's your day going? If I'm ever off the Spawncast for real, I'll let you guys know. Like, you guys will be the first to know. Like, hey guys, you know, this will be my last Spawncast, or you know, I'm no longer on the Spawncast. I appreciate everybody that supported me while I'm on there. So I'll let you guys know if it was ever for real. Hey, what's up, the Great Wild? Welcome to the stream. But no, not fired yet. Maybe later. Maybe wait till I do something stupid. Let's see here. Appreciate you guys. My day is going good. I cannot complain. If you guys have questions, we're talking about Square Enix, the Sony, not Sony, more like the Switch 2 propagandists that are mainly Sony people. Some crazy Sony people, not real Sony people, crazy Sony people. So we're talking about that as well. Jonathan B with the 56 months says, why are people so mad about the Square announcement? Yeah, people are mad about the Square announcement. I got a video talking about it tomorrow, but it's the insecurity of certain people. Not most people. Most PlayStation fans don't care. They're just happy to play their games, their Call of Duty and God of Wars and all that. But there's the insecurity that a Nintendo Switch, this is, I think, part of it for real, and it's in my video, but I'll talk about it even more. The Nintendo Switch sold 140 million without any major AAA Square Enix support. Think about that for a second. Nintendo Switch didn't get a single, outside of Dragon Quest 11, Nintendo Switch didn't get a single major AAA game from Square Enix. Not a single one. In terms of new, like modern AAA game, right? It didn't get a single one. It didn't get Final Fantasy. It didn't get anything that it didn't get like the Final Fantasy, what was it? Like that Souls-like Final Fantasy game. It didn't get Forspoken. It didn't get Final Fantasy. It didn't get a big real like actual Kingdom Hearts. It didn't get anything. I mean, it got the cloud version, but it didn't get new big AAA games from Square Enix, you know, on time. It got some of them late, right? So like Nier Automata, got that towards the end. But a lot of the big AAA games that Square Enix makes did not come to Switch. So the fact that now that this system is coming out and it's got better specs and it looks like it's going to be able to run some of these things and get it, the Switch 2 propagandists have to start saying it's a PS4. Even though all of the rumors that have talked about it say, no, it's like a PS4 Pro in handheld mode without DLSS. And it has modern architecture and better APIs. And it'll be able to run things that obviously the PS4 can't run. It'll be able to do things just like the Switch could do things that the PS3 and 360 couldn't do. Like Doom Eternal, for example, right? Or like The Witcher 3, you know? So it'll have that. And I think that a lot of them are a little bit worried because the Switch dominated in terms of sales with the least amount of AAA support. So now that you have this new system, and they know what the rumors say. The rumors say PS4 Pro in handheld and more in line with Xbox Series S docked with modern architecture without DLSS. But it's going to have DLSS. So they know that, but they got to spread the propaganda. They've got to spread, oh, it's a PS4. It can't run anything. They've got to spread that, you know? That's what they're doing right now. So it's funny. You got to be on Twitter to hear the propagandists. What up, OJ? Heard the rain code coming to PlayStation. It's coming to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Love the game on Switch, even though it's more of an interactive VN. Yeah, it's coming to everything. I'm gonna buy it on PS5. Why are people mad? Because they're dumb. It's mad because of the way announcement it's being framed. Well, yeah, and you know they like their exclusives, right? They saw Square as like an exclusive Sony developer. So now that that's gonna be gone, you know that hits some of them in the feels. It seems like to me. So yeah. I wish more people got to play FF16 and Rebirth. I'm too old to care about exclusivity. Forspoken, on the other hand, Square fumbled with that one. To be honest, listen, they make their whatever they want to make. You know, I personally just talk about it. So I don't think it's a good idea for your biggest IPs to be exclusive. Like, if you've got your big AAA IPs, I don't think that's a good idea. Unless you want to create something new, that's fine. But, like Astral Chain, for example, you want to create something new with the company and like with Square Enix and make that's fine. Like Forspoken, you want to do that's fine. You can do that, but the level of investment is high and the profit return is jilted. It's stunned because you can only sell it on that one platform, especially if it's PS5 only and not on PS4 or PC. So I think that's the problem that Square Enix ran into, you know. I really enjoyed FF7 Remake and now Rebirth. I'll definitely get them for Switch 2 if they're available. I don't know if they're going to be available for Switch 2. What I do know is that Square Enix will move over to a multi-platform strategy. So I think that the next Nier game, for example, I think that Dragon Quest 12, that stuff's going to be on Switch 2, obviously. So yeah. Why is Kid Icarus so dormant? Sales. If you want to know why anything is dormant, it's sales. That's usually the reason why anything is dormant. I mean, I know that's a simplistic way of looking at it, but at the end of the day, it's sales. Why is anything dormant? Sales. If something sells 50 million copies, it probably won't be dormant. You're starting to have people that are spreading lies about the Switch 2, saying that it's just like a base PS4, that it can't run modern games and all that, when the leaked specs so far have indicated that it can. Give me one second, guys. I'm gonna go turn on my air. It is hot in here. Give me 1 second. You can say hi to my chair and my bed. It's a cool bed, is it not? Alright. Air activated, so I'm not going to be so hot in here. Will I ever get Harvestella 2? Probably not. Switch did Alien Isolation better than PS4 according to Digital Foundry. It was, and that's because of the modern architecture. That's the only reason why it looks a bit better and sharper and runs a bit better, is because they made new processes for the modern architecture, or more modern than the PS4. So that's the reason why. I don't think the install base on next gen is big enough. The install base on next gen is big enough for what, Ethan? Hey, what's up, Simeon? Welcome. Love the chair. I love the chair and the bed. Yeah, it's a nice chair and bed. People are mad Forspoken didn't flop on all systems. Oh man, that's funny. Personally, I think Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth will make more money on Switch 2, than especially in Japan. It'll make more. That's tough. I don't know if it will. In Japan, it could possibly, yeah. But it depends on when it releases and how many systems the Switch has. Like, we know, for example, like if we were to give a comparison, we know like Dragon Quest did better on the Dragon Quest 11 did better on the Switch despite coming out 2 years later. It did better on the Switch than it did on PS4, but that's because Switch has a way bigger install base than PS4 in Japan. So it just depends on a variety of factors, if that's the case. Now, I don't know, worldwide that'd be tough, because, you know, it's already on PlayStation, but just for Japan, I think that's possible. People just want to hold on to whatever third-party exclusive they can cherish. Yeah, that's part of it. I don't think PC fans are scared of Switch 2. Sony sure are. They should be. I don't know if Sony's scared. I know that some fans are, though. The crazy ones. Not everybody. Not normal people. Most people don't care. They'll just, if it looks good, they'll buy it. You know? Oh, and shout-outs to, thank you for the 56 months. Jonathan B, thank you for the 56 months. I think I forgot to tally that, didn't I? Yeah, I probably forgot to tally that. I think we're at 15 on the combo count. Let's go. 15 minutes extra. I think I forgot to tally that. If I didn't, that's okay. We got a free one. Let's go. Hope we get Mario Maker 3 soon as well. We're not getting Mario Maker 3. I think that Nintendo's done with the Mario Maker series for right now. They'll just be backwards compatible Mario Maker 2. The game sold okay, but they didn't necessarily do incredibly great. So, I don't think they're going to make a Mario Maker 3. I think they're just going to make 2D Mario now, you know. just like regular 2D Mario. There are a lot of PS and FF16 salty from the bad news. Yeah, there's some incredible salt. Juice Man Vaughn. You guys give some love to Juice Man Vaughn. He's got his own emote here, so if you got the Juice Man Vaughn emote, let him know that you appreciate him being here. Yeah, there's a lot, dude. Like, even like my post today. Like, let me read you guys what people are saying on my post today. Like, let me read you this. This is such a tame post. This is such a tame post. This is what I said on my post. I said this. I said, oh, gosh. Let me go to my reaction here. Such a tame post. So this Del Walker guy says, the weirdest thing about the whole situation, this will be my video tomorrow too, is that Nintendo holds the majority of those Square Enix exclusive deals by a lot, yet PlayStation is the discourse focus. So I say, Square Enix specifically mentions AAA games in regards going multi-platform now. All of Square Enix exclusive Switch titles are smaller games. That's what this is about, AAA games. Square Enix is even planning less smaller titles and focusing more on the quality AAA games. Is there anything wrong with this? Is this not what Square Enix said? Square Enix, this is where the discourse comes from. Mac Mega with the $5. Ah, Ninja Peach.
PLs tell me they're not gonna kill Chocobo GP with these Squenix cuts. Seriously though, do you think Square will cancel a potential Tri-Strat 2,
No.
DQ3 remake,
No.
or more Octopath and Bravely games?
No.
Also, can you play Construct level tier 5 from Tot KPLS?
I will, definitely, as soon as we get back to the normal screen. But no, if you look, the thing that wasn't noticed in their other part of their financial thing, they said that, hey, we're still looking to make AA, or they call them SD games. We're still looking to make those, but we're going to prioritize profitability. So what does that mean? That means games that are already profitable, like Dragon Quest Monsters, right? The Dark Prince sold 1 million units on the Switch alone. That's a profitable AA game. They're going to continue with that. Triangle Strategy sold 1 million units in about a month on the Switch. They're going to continue with that. Octopath Traveler series has sold 4 million units across 2 titles. They're going to continue with that. So yes, the profitability of the HD 2D is here to stay. The profitability of the smaller Dragon Quest games are here to stay. It's the Harvestellas, it's the Star Ocean, the Star Ocean 6s, it's the Valkyrie Elysiums, it's the ones that flopped. Those are the type of games that are going to get the axe, not the games that are profitable. But Square Enix specifically said the profitability of AA games. So yeah. But anyway, and look at what people are saying, man. The AAA games sold better than the multi-platform ones, including the Switch exclusives. What does this have to do with what Square Enix said? This is not even correct. This is not even correct, but this is the type of responses that I get. And I say, and your point, that's irrelevant to what Square Enix on their own said on their oir report. And none of their AAA exclusives outsold games like Nier, which is multi-plat now, Final Fantasy 15 or Dragon Quest 11. None of the exclusive games that AAA exclusives that Square put out has outsold any of those games. So it's like, dude, look at these people, man. Like they won't run on Switch 2 regardless. Maybe a pocket version like Final Fantasy 15. What does that have to do with what I have to say here? And I'm like, dude, Final Fantasy 7, the next one, it's not even out. Like, people are crazy. Like, and there's other people that do the same thing. Like, they can't read. Like, this is pure non-reading comprehension. I didn't even mention Final Fantasy in this post. I didn't even mention Final Fantasy. I said AAA Square Enix games. And it goes straight to Final Fantasy. That's why I'm saying it's crazy Sony fans, salty, crazy Sony fans, because Final Fantasy has been exclusive to Sony. They're not mentioning Forspoken. They're not mentioning Nier. They're not mentioning Dragon Quest. They're not mentioning they're not mentioning Kingdom Hearts. They're not mentioning other AAA games. They're honing in and focusing on Final Fantasy when I've talked about just AAA games. You know? So that's the problem. That's the big problem right now, man. With some of these people, and it's any time that you make any type of normal statement, this is the type of response. Like, you'll get responses from people who can't read. You know, Big love though to Mac Mega. Thank you for the $5, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you for the big 5. You're up to 16 on the combo count. Thank you so much. FF7 Part 3 gonna be in 4 years, right? Probably 3 years. Time to delete the Twitter account. OJ, I have to keep Twitter just because I'm a social media content creator. I create content, so I gotta have it. Plus, businesses contact me on there. But yeah, I mean, I should. To be honest, it'd be great. Let me play this music for Mac Mega. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the dono. Let's get this music though. Construct, level tier 5 from Tears of the Kingdom. Nice room, OJ. Thank you. I appreciate it. The room looks good. Oh man. The room looks good. All right. Shout out to Game Fan. Mr. Pedro, what's up, Mr. Pedro? Just want to play music on the go. Let's see here. Kingdom Hearts, the mobile game will come first. Sure, Kingdom Hearts mobile game first. Mario Maker 8 Deluxe, says John B. As long as Team Asano is fine, I'm happy. Team Asano is good. They're fine. I think Final Fantasy Remake and Rebirth are coming to Switch too. I cite the sales. The sales of Dragon Quest 11, sales of Dragon Quest 11, or Dragon Quest 11 and Dragon Quest 11. So you said 2 Dragon Quest. So just Dragon Quest 11. Okay, got you. I know I was joking. All right, shout outs. Let's go. Thank you, Game Fan. I appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Sampo? Welcome to the stream, though. Sony and especially PC fanboys really do scared of Switch 2. PC fanboys are not scared of Switch 2. No wonder why no one even considers Switch as a toy. How to Steam Deck outclasses Switch opinions, facts. Yeah, nobody on PC is scared of Switch 2. Most of the people don't care. PC gamers do not care. You know, and there's not enough Steam Deck people to even really matter at the end of the day. Like, there's not enough. They just, like I said, they just talk a lot, but they don't really care. They just feel like talking. Let's see here. All fanboys are annoying, but PlayStation fanboys are the worst of the bunch. All fanboys, it depends on what you're talking about. Nintendo fans can be the worst when it comes to like the crazy Nintendo fans, right? Like those can be the worst when it comes to certain aspects. So I'm not gonna sit there and say like Sony's the worst compared to Nintendo or compared to Microsoft. They all can be really bad, right? But I think that your success breeds the worst out of you. I think that the more successful a platform is or something is, the more brash the fans can get. So the fact that PlayStation is always very successful in the console market and it gets a lot of things gives the fans more confidence to act like complete morons, you know? So I think that's part of it as well. So obviously you're not going to have as many Xbox fans because there's not as many Xbox systems and they don't have as many games and things to talk about, you know? So Nintendo, once again, it's interesting because people will say Nintendo fans are the worst, and I see a lot of that on Twitter. I see a lot of crazy, you know. So it just depends on like the context of what you're talking about, what you're discussing at the time, you know. So I think Smash Brothers fans can be some of the worst fans out there. Like these guys are terrible, you know. Are those Nintendo fans? Not necessarily, but it's a Nintendo IP. But I mean, I would say that some Smash fans are as bad, if not worse, like way worse than, you know, than Sony fans. Like those guys, like literally, like, I've gotten into so many situations with those people. But those people, Smash people, can be some of the worst out there. So yeah. PC gamers couldn't care less. They might even welcome Switch 2 to play Nintendo exclusives portably. Maybe. Most of the games available on other platforms, and a few exclusives don't get much marketing. You talk about Xbox, Jay. For me, I just don't associate myself with fan base outside of this one. I'm a fan of rather just enjoy my games. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think at the end of the day, I mean, I'm a fan of RPGs. I'm a fan of Nintendo first-party games. I'm a fan of the concept of Switch hybrid. I'm a fan of a lot of I'm a fan of certain concepts and ideas. I'm a fan of Xenoblade. I'm a fan of a lot of Nintendo games. I'm not a fan of every Nintendo franchise, but I'm a fan of like a lot of their games. I'm a fan of a lot of RPGs, you know. So I just like what I like, and I talk about that. If you go on Twitter, I'm the worst person ever. I'm the worst crazy fanboy drone ever in the history of people out there. despite me owning all the platforms and despite me not doing any of the stuff that these crazy people do, I'm the worst for some. So it's funny. But I embrace that. It's fine. It's fine by me. So yeah. Let's see. I don't see much PS5 exclusives getting marketed. PS5 exclusives definitely get marketed. Like Final Fantasy 16, Stellar Blade got pretty good marketing. I would say that FF7 Rebirth got really good marketing. So a lot of the PS exclusives got good marketing. Ratchet and Clank got really good marketing back when that came out. God of War Ragnarok got crazy marketing. Horizon Forbidden West got a ton of marketing. So no, I mean, I disagree. I mean, there hasn't been a ton of exclusives. Spider-Man 2, oh my god, Spider-Man 2 is everywhere. There hasn't been a ton of exclusives, but the exclusives that they do have, have been marketed pretty well. I'm not gonna say that it's bad marketing. So maybe it just didn't reach what areas that you look at. Wolong and Rise of the Ronin didn't get much marketing. Yeah, those games don't really need a lot of marketing. You don't need to do a ton of marketing for like those medium tier AA/AAA games. They didn't need those. Those ones are word of mouth. You don't need to sit there and spend $100 million on marketing for Rise of the Ronin. It's selling itself by word of mouth. That game's been doing pretty good. So yeah, you don't want to spend too much on marketing on games like that because the game's not going to sell crazy amounts. You want to spend on the marketing on like games that are going to do a lot. The games that are going to do really well, or that you know that you need to like let people know about, those ones. The word of mouth, like the Souls clones and like those type of games, those ones don't need $1 bazillion of marketing, you know? They don't. And on top of that, you don't need to worry about the marketing of any of the games. Like, you know what games they are. Like, you know what they are, so you don't need to really worry about them. Like, I didn't see the marketing for the games. You're a gamer, right? You can go on YouTube and you can watch the trailers. You can watch news channels that cover it. You can type it, you can Google search it. So you can put it in on YouTube. So you don't need to worry about the marketing of like Rise of the Ronin and Wolong. Like, who cares? like who cares? Like, you know about the games, right? So who cares if the marketing wasn't super crazy or anything? Like, what does it matter? It's not like those are massive games, and they did the marketing that they felt was effective for the budget and style. So I mean, marketing's expensive though. Like, you want to put something on TV in today's day, you want to put something all over the place, it costs a lot. It's almost not worth it because you're not going to make that up in sales. So do what marketing you can, do what print ads you can, do what stuff that you can, but I mean, don't overdo it because then you might spend too much. People are talking about Hellblade 2 where there's like no marketing for that game, and yeah, I mean, I know about the game, so I mean, I don't care, but other people do care, I guess. I'm saying, where's the marketing? Where's the marketing? But I think it's actually marketing now because people are talking about where's the marketing. So the game's trending, or the game's getting talked about more because everyone's talking about where's the marketing. So I've never seen marketing for this game that I'm talking about right now. And other people say, yeah, I haven't seen anything either. I haven't seen anything either. Now everyone's saying, I haven't seen anything. So everybody that's saying that they haven't seen the marketing are talking about the game and giving free impressions. So that's marketing in its own right there. I have a bunch of people say, man, this game's coming out in 8 days. I didn't know. Well, now you know. Well, now you know. Now you know it's coming out in 8 days. So there you go. You're good, right? Tell your friend. Tell your friend that it's coming out in 8 days, or tell your friend that it's coming out soon. Bam. So yeah, there you go. You also hate FF16 too. Yeah, I'm the most notorious hater of FF16 this world has ever seen. We are doing the work for Xbox free marketing. I mean, before Tears of the Kingdom came out, people were saying the same thing about Tears. There's no marketing. There's no marketing. There's no marketing. There's no marketing. So I'm used to that. I'm used to the whole no marketing angle. Before Metroid Dread came out, you guys are showing too much. You guys are showing too much. There's too much. So, you can't win. Or it just depends. You got to have the right balance, right? I think FF16 fans are more crazy than crazy Sony ponies. I mean, there's a lot of crossover between those two. But I'll tell you something right now. The Final Fantasy fan base, they're definitely crazy. They're definitely crazy. Those guys, I've never got into so many incidents with so many of a particular base. outside of the Sony Final Fantasy 16 base. Those guys are wild. Like I've never been trending like I was trending with that base when I got quote tweeted by a bunch of Final Fantasy fans, which was hilarious. It was so funny. Over Final Fantasy 16. But it was funny. Yeah, like it is what it is, you know, like some people like to see the game pushed in your face 24/7, you know? Some people don't. It just depends. I think FF16's it's an okay game. It's not a bad game. I think it's a good game. It's just not necessarily like everything that I want, but everything doesn't have to be everything that I want, you know, at the end of the day. Let's see here. You stood on business. I respect that. I absolutely stood on business. Like I said, that's why a lot of the, like, there's some crossover with like the Spawn cast people that watch that. There's some crossover. There's some crossover with the people when I said stuff with Xbox. Like I know I could be antagonizing or I can be like grading on some people. Like I completely get that, but I embrace that about my personality because I'll be honest with you guys and I'll be upfront. Like there's no BS, you know. Some people will try to say, "Oh, he's this," or "He's a grifter," or "He's that," or it's like anybody that can come onto the channel and prove that I'm a grifter or want to come onto the channel and debate me on anything like that. I always have an open door with stuff like that. Or I mean, it's impossible because they can't do it on Twitter. They try, but you know, when it comes to ethics or when it comes to stuff, there's nothing that people can really bring up overall with me. So I get, but like I said, I completely get that. You know, I'm pretty direct when I say things. But I don't mean any type of harm. Like it's just video game talk. It's not anything serious, you know. But people, especially in today's day, people take things like people are really sensitive with a lot of stuff. So if you disagree with them, they'll take that as some type of slight towards what you like or who you are, and they might you know get a little bit more animated than usual when it comes down to it. So it's funny. Do you think the marketing will help Hellblade sell? I hear people say it's not getting a lot of marketing. Yeah, I think maybe there should be some more marketing, right, Bobby? Kind of weird that Xbox hasn't sent out codes for Hellblade 2 for reviewers. Well, the game's short; it's only like 8 hours, so you probably don't need a ton of time to get a review ready. I mean, you can beat that like in what, a sitting or two. So it's probably there's probably no need to send the game out so early for potential spoilers to get out there. So that's my guess why it's not. At least Rebirth is good, but a lot of PS fans are not a lot of PS fans are buying it. Well, I think that it came out in a crowded space, and I think at the end of the day, you know what? It got helldivered, man. I think that's kind of what happened. There was a lot of games around it, and it got helldivered. And no matter what you want to say, listen, Sony essentially launched, well, not essentially, but kinda, there was de facto exclusives, console exclusives. If you look at the base, Persona 3, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, which was a console exclusive for PlayStation, and FF7 Rebirth. You got 3 pretty big games with PlayStation fan bases all in the same month, plus Helldivers 2. You know, I think those all kind of zap sales from each other, but I think that Helldivers 2 was the big winner out of all that. I think that if Helldivers 2 and if Grand Blue and if Persona 3 didn't all launch in the same month, I think that FF7 Rebirth would have done better. Or if FF7 Rebirth launched in January instead, I think it could have necessarily, like, the launch sales could have been a lot better. But I think it launched in too much of a crowded month or so. Like, cause people don't have infinite amounts of money. Like that's, like I said, people want to play Grand Blue. They want to play, you know, they want to play Persona 3. They want to play Yakuza Like a Dragon. That's another game that's associated a lot with PlayStation 2. The Yakuza franchise has been many exclusive games. So a lot of people, that probably sells best on PlayStation and PC, right? So, but console-wise, best on PlayStation. So you got Yakuza, you got Persona 3, you got, you know, you got all that. Plus, didn't you have like Rise of the Ronin, or didn't you have like, you had like Rise of the Ronin like a little bit later, right? So you had people that are saving up for Rise of the Ronin. I think that was March, right? So, I mean, there was a lot in a very short amount of time, which I think affected the sales of Rebirth. So, yeah. Or if FF Rebirth was complete game, not in part, Well, I mean, it wouldn't be the same game, right? Like if it was not in the parts that it's in. But I mean, I'll say this: if FF7 Remake was an actual, real remake of the game, expanded and all that, I think it would have sold what we all thought it was gonna sell. You know, I think this prologue music is funny. I think it would have sold what we all thought it was going to sell. You know, overall, which I thought it was going to sell. 10 million units plus instantly. I thought it was going to be a massive hit. But I think that some people held off because they didn't like the fact that it was split up. But I think if they actually really made a high-end, remake of the original FF7 with expanded content, I think it would have sold better. Now, will it sell the sum of the parts of FF Remake Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3? I mean, I don't know. Probably not. But I think it would have been way crazier, Fans only said the marketing was lacking for Tears of the Kingdom because they were overhyped and impatient for info. It's part of it, I guess. That was like Breath of the Wild track, like Beneath the Castle or something like that. What's up, Alan Ruiz? What's up, Mr. Davis? He says, Juice Man says, but you keep it 100, player says, that's what I respect. I do keep it 100, man. I don't sugarcoat it, I've been wrong on things, though, so I don't want to sit there and say that I'm perfect. But if I'm wrong, I'll say it. If I'm wrong, and I'll say why I'm wrong. Like, the Dragon Quest debacle that I had last year, the Dragon Quest Monsters debacle. I messed up, man. I didn't play the game enough. I thought I could do like an impressions review type of thing at the beginning. I was wrong on too many things, and I had to apologize. And I made a better one, played it way more, understood the features and what this game was about, and fixed it. But still stood on what I felt was bad about the game. So yeah. I can see your comments. You didn't miss anything today, Mr. Davis. You're good. You're good. The pandemic fooled these companies' ROI, and they paying the price for it. I mean, maybe. I mean, that could be part of it, but I think it's more just they thought that the PlayStation was going to be more. They thought that they were going to get more off of things. I mean, like a lot of companies, right? But once again, budgets are ballooning out of control. Games are really expensive. So yeah, it's one of those things. So can you see my comments? I can see your comments, Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis, welcome. When do you think the height of Final Fantasy was? The height of Final Fantasy? The height of Final Fantasy was probably in the 90s. That was like the absolute peak of Final Fantasy, was like the 90s, like the late 90s, 97, 98, 99, and like early 2000s, probably like, so within that 5-year period. So yeah, late 90s. Yusified says, how long do you think it'll be between PS5 gets a price drop? By the time PS4's life MSRP was $250, but $200 by Black Friday. Yeah, it's gonna be tough because of how expensive manufacturing is and inflation. So I don't think we're gonna get a price drop anytime soon. Maybe in the next couple of years, though. All of those were on PC except FF, so just ended up getting Grand Blue and probably get Persona 3. Yeah, but those games are more console. People buy those on console a lot, though. Like Persona 3, like that's a PlayStation game. People like to buy that on like console. So I mean, that's true that a lot of those were on there, but that's still a large portion of the sales are going to be on console. So that does take away money from other games. When do you? Okay, I already answered that. Shout outs to Figure Drawing. Welcome to the stream. It doesn't help that most of these games are $70. I wanted to pick up Persona 3 and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, but don't have the money at the moment. Yeah, I mean, they're cheaper now, so you just have to wait. You just have to wait. You can get those. You can get both those games for like $40 now. Hey, what's up, 10,000 Noodles? Fashionably late. King Slayer says, if I had the label this year's game, and I'd call it a year that gamers rose up and took charge. Why do you say that? I'm just curious, not trying to disagree with you. George FT says, in a sense, that FF16 could have been that Breath of the Wild, Elden Ring, and Baldur's Gate moment for Square, but it ended up being a really good game, not transcendent one. I think there's a lot of people that maybe would agree with that, but, who knows. FF4. FF4 was the height? FF4 was definitely not the height of Final Fantasy. Let's see. I'm still waiting for Intergrade to go down, surprisingly. It's hard to find physically. Intergrade's not going to go down because it's a rare game physically. So it's not going to go down. It's only going to go up. Sega games go on sale like 2 months after release. Yeah. My room looks different, OJ. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy room. The gamers have rose up and took charge, or is the tech industry collapsing? I mean, I don't know. I want to know more about the people rising up. Helldivers incident mainly. So that one incident, I guess, defines. That one incident defines everything. Okay. I mean, it is. I mean, if you feel that way, that's fine. You know. If you feel that way, for sure. I hope you have enough for Switch 2. Just start saving now and you'll be fine. Just put away like $50 a month. I know that might be hard, but just put away like 25 to 50 bucks a month. Every month. You should be good by the time that it comes out. Rise of the Ronin graphics. So gamers said that Rise of the Ronin graphics are not good. So I mean that's how they took charge. Gamers have been complaining about graphics since the beginning of time though. Like I don't understand how that's any different. People always complain about graphics. People were complaining about graphics all the time. People complained about Halo Infinite's graphics when it was first shown off. So I mean So yeah. I don't know. I guess it's because I cover all this stuff, Kingslayer. And all this stuff is pretty common every single year for like calling out games and bad reviews. And I mean, they've been doing that stuff for a while, but I guess it gets more attention now, right? It still sold like 12 million copies. Yeah, but they basically what he's saying that they kind of bullied Sony into removing that decision. But how about check out this though? Despite Helldivers 2 getting that, what did they do with Ghost of Tsushima? They made Ghost of Tsushima, you have to have PSN, like. So they just basically said you can't buy it in certain countries. So while yeah, Helldivers 2 that happened, Ghost of Tsushima they're sticking to their PSN thing, right? So I mean, you win some and you lose some or whatever. Dragon's Dogma 30 frames per second console. Yeah, this is just standard stuff that happens like all the time, Kings. People have been complaining about frame rates and been complaining about lots of things. This doesn't seem to me like anything different. But I've been covering gaming for a long time. Maybe you're new to the online complaining sphere, complainosphere, or the Twitter sphere, or but this has been a very common thing for people to whine, cry, and complain and try to bully companies to do different things. I mean, this happens almost every year. This happens like every month or so. There's always something. So maybe just because I've been around for a long time. But it doesn't feel any different to me than any other year, you know? And people still bought Dragon's Dogma. Like, that game, it sold 2.62 million, you know? So people still bought Dragon's Dogma. It's not like the game sold terrible at the launch, you know? So, let's see. Is Integrate really rare? Glad I bought it shortly after I got my PS5. Yes, it is. If it wasn't rare, then I wouldn't say it was rare. Yeah, exactly. Just in almost every game at this point, you know, like there's always some type of controversy with every game, you know. Coach of Steam still has a PSN requirement and it's region locked. LOL, Sony, just make that requirement from the beginning and don't get the Helldiver situation again. That's what I'm saying. Like, so while, yeah, the bullied whole thing with Helldivers, like, what the heck, you know, I can't play Helldivers in different regions, but yeah, they're gonna have that requirement going forward, though, right? So it's not like people got them to not do that requirement. That'd be the goal. Would be like, hey, don't ever do that requirement, but they didn't do that. So, but yeah, people complain about Wind Waker graphics, and that was like 20 years ago. Yup, people complained about Wind Waker, and that was a long time ago. So yeah, almost every game released nowadays comes with some sort of drama. Almost every single game. The only games that don't are like some of the small games that come out. But yeah. OJ, I had a fight today. You got into a fight? Were you the bone crusher? Now, I understand what you're saying, but I feel just like it's a different year. That's what I feel. Gamers are taking more initiative on control of their wallet. I mean, if you say so. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I think it's you know, like for example, people complained about. I'll talk about it right after this. Kingslayer. Mac Meg with another $5. Ninja Peach.
Square did a straight remake of the OG FF7 and made it available on all plats so Zoomers could like the story and chars. Then do a multiverse spin-off like they're doing now. It would have went way different. Can you play Bike Chase Remix from CTPLS?
I can. What is CTPLS though? Oh, Chrono Trigger. Okay, yeah, I can definitely do that. Absolutely, I can do that. Thank you so much. But yeah, I agree with you, Mac Mega. That you do. I do say this. I will say this. You are tied up for the Hokage, so thank you so much. Appreciate that. We got dual Hokages on the board. Let's go. We are 3 away from a 20-minute extension on stream. So shout out to Massive Rican. Anybody does 10 or more, you bid out Massive Rican and Mac Mega. But remember when fans bullied Microsoft to not raise the price of Xbox Live or whatever, right? Remember when fans bullied Sony to not drop like the PS3 store or whatever, like the PSP or PSN or PS Vita or whatever stores? So people bullying companies to try to reverse decisions, voting with their wallets, things like that stuff's been happening. Like I can bring up stuff from last year, year before. So yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying, but I don't know. I don't see it the same way, I guess. You know? But shout outs though. I appreciate you guys, Kingslayer. Appreciate you. People could get everything they wanted and they would still complain. Probably. Bike Chase. Bike Chase remake. Or remix. Not remake. Remix. Chrono Trigger. Alright. Let's see here. What's up, Paul Gale? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you here. But no, I feel you though, guys. I feel like as I get older, gaming situations get worse and games aren't as hype as they once were. It's so hard for me to find games I just get sucked into. Yeah, for me, it's about 1 or 2 games per year where I truly get sucked into. So last year, for example, it was Fire Emblem Engage and it was Tears of the Kingdom. Those were like my 2 games that I got completely like sucked into. Oh, and Future Redeemed as well. Excuse me. This year, Stellar Blade is the only game that I've got completely sucked into, but I do want to play Rise of the Ronin. I want to know if that's going to be a game that I'll get like truly sucked into, because I think that's my type of game. So yeah, Rise of the Ronin. We'll see about that game. But for sure, for sure, it was Stellar Blade for this year. But we'll see. Thank God PS3 and Vita stores are still up. They're the most affordable way to play the Sweet Coden games at the moment. There you go. There you go. Sweet Coden. Yeah, Xenoblade, man. Gotta love the Xeno. So yeah. But shout outs though, guys. I really want to grab Uden physical on Switch. Got too many other concerns. Replaying FF Tactics instead. There you go. George FT with the $1.99. And he says, can you play something from Future Redeemed? Yes, I can. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $1.99 donation. George FT coming in clutch here. Let's go. 2 more before we get to a 20-minute extension on the stream. We've already unlocked a 10-minute extension. Then we unlock the 15-minute extension to add on. Once we get to 20 on the combo count, we will unlock 20 extra minutes on stream. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you so much. Speaking of which, I still need to grab Xenogears. There you go. Grab it on the store before it's too late. Justin says, yeah, Twilight Princess is kind of an example of how it does, because when Waker complains, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm absolutely loving Stellar Blade. Yeah, Stellar Blade it's great. It's a game. It's a real gamer's game. Not perfect, but that's how I like my games. I like my games not perfect and hardcore games, you know. That's what Stellar Blade is about. All right, let me get this next track up here, guys. Thank you so much. Mac Mega with the $5. Hopefully you enjoyed that music. Next up is from... Wait a minute. No. There we go. Future redeemed. Redeemed. All right, future redeemed. We got a track from future redeemed. Oh man, I just see the trailer right now. Future redeemed. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed coming 4/25. So good, man. So good. Man, it's been a year. It's been a year since Future Redeemed. So such a goated game, dude. Such a goated game. So good. All right, let's play this track. I like this one here. The Scent Omnia Region Day. Yeah, no such thing as perfect anything. Never rest on your laurels. I mean, it could be perfect for someone, perfect for somebody, but yeah. I played the Stellar Blade demo. It was fun. Probably grab it when it goes on sale. Reaction to the game was kind of... The funniest thing about that game is like when people complain about the censorship. That's the funniest thing to me. Because like the game has like way more revealing outfits that was even shown. Like they didn't show all the revealing outfits. Like I just unlocked an outfit that was like, that's like super revealing. So they didn't censor anything. Because those outfits would have got censored. If they were censoring stuff, those outfits would have got censored for sure. Dylan J. White with the $9.99. Thank you so much, Dylan, with another dono. You did $4.99 earlier. Now you hit us with the $9.99. Another JoJo, boys. And he says, gotta give Witcher 3 another chance. Dylan, dude, I know that you're a funny dude, IRL, dude. I know you're a funny guy, IRL. Amazing OST, side quest, main quest, and character development. Can you play Slopes of Blesher from Witcher 3? Listen, man, I've given the game so many chances, Dylan. What do you want from me, brother? I can't, man. Okay, listen. I've got one more. There's the next gen upgrade that I gotta check out for sure. Maybe I'll do that, dude. Maybe I'll try that. One more chance. Oh man, maybe one more chance. So yeah, man. Thank you so much, Dylan. Thank you for that JoJo dono, man. Thank you so much. And you have retaken the Hokage lead with the $15. Another JoJo on the board as well. Anybody does 15 or more, you can beat out my man Dylan. If you've already donated, just subtract the difference to get up back on the board. Shout outs to my man Dylan J. White, sweeping the board here. Dylan says you got to give it another chance, OJ. Oh man, bro. I think one of the reasons why I don't like Western games is because I don't like the music too. Like I don't like Western game music. I don't find it to be very good, like compared to like Xenoblade like this. Like that's another issue that I have with Western games. Except for like Mass Effect. Mass Effect's awesome. So yeah, force yourself to like it. How much will the Switch 2 cost, bro? Probably like $3.99. Do you think the next Switch console will boost performance on the older Switch games at 30 frames? It depends. If you're talking about like, what are you talking about? Are you talking like just like force boot, like where it's just because it's on newer hardware it runs better? I mean, it could if the frame rate's uncapped, but you'd probably need patches. I dropped Witcher 3 even though I thought I liked it. The game is amazing, amazingly droppable. It really is. Witcher 3 because the combat is so crusty. It's so slow and crusty. Witcher 3 is a game that you can easily drop. Just stop playing. Like you have to like make potions and tonics and stuff, glurping tonics and stuff. Like I'm not necessarily a fan of doing that. Like and like the way that you have to make them and all that type of stuff. Like making bombs and things. Like I can't. I can understand why people drop it, but then again, I can also understand why people love The Witcher 3. I can understand why that game is goated for some people because of the complexity of the combat and what you can do and all that, like all the different variations and like the story and the voice acting and all of that. You know, like I can understand why people really like it. You know, so CR Worlds celebrating their first ever super chat on stream. Thank you so much, and that's also a combo breaker. Well, we already got it, but 20 minutes extra unlocked on stream. We've got 21 on the combo count. CR says, "What's up, OJ? It's Christian Me World." Oh, just finished my stream. I was all over the place today. Okay, I'll have to check it out for sure. CR was. I'll have to check out your stream. I'll have to check it out. I didn't get a chance to watch it because I was editing today. So shout out to CR Worlds. Appreciate you, dono, man. I see you're live here, so I'll check it out for
Do
sure.
you still feel Stellar Blade is Chick-fil-A supermarket brand sauce? I feel it's more lemon pepper flavored from Wingstop. Also, can you play Short Order from Splatoon 3 Side Order PLS?
Of course, I can. I still feel that it's sauce. It's saucy. I still feel it's like the most sauciest PS5 game. I still feel that way about the game. You know, I'm enjoying it. I'm near the end. I'm probably like maybe about another 5 hours or so, 4 or 5 hours of content to get through. I've done a lot of most of the side quests. I still got like some fishing stuff to do, but yeah, man, it's really good. It's super good. Let's get this up on the board though. We're gonna play the music. We gotta play Slopes from Slopes of Blesher. We gotta play that from Witcher 3, and then we'll get into your music too. Thank you so much, Mac Mega. Thank you for the dono. Shout outs to Dylan. Shout outs to CR Worlds. Appreciate you guys. Just don't go jumping off a cliff like Maximilian Dude trying to Witcher 3 the first time. Dude, the Geralt had wins. I hope you had to try it one day, brother. I've already played it, but yeah, I mean, did Max ever finish the game? Did he beat the game on stream, or what did he say about it afterwards? I'm interested. Says, oh, wait, I'm still live? No, you're not still live, Christian. I'm just saying, like, I saw you're live right now. You're not still live. It's done. I just saw you're live. So yeah, I'll definitely check it out for sure. Subscribed, I'll check it out. Let's see here. Slopes of what? Isn't that racist? No, I don't think Slopes of Blesher is racist. I mean, what's up, Rex the Great? Hey, Great Ghost of Tsushima stream the other day. I was watching it while hanging out with my boy. Well, my son. I call my son my boy. So I was watching while I was hanging out with him. He loved it. Good stuff, man. Yeah, I was gonna talk, but I didn't want to go get my cell phone because I was on my TV in my living room, you know, and you can't really chat from there. So I didn't feel like using like a remote. You can't chat. So I was gonna say what up, but I was like, oh, screw it. I don't know where my phone is. So I just watched. I just sat in silence and watched. Next time I'll talk though. Good to see you here though, man. Appreciate you, Rax. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Thank you so much. You guys, make sure you guys check out Rax the Great, his channel. Streams games like Ghost of Tsushima and more. Bro, have you watched X-Men 97? No, I have not. But please, no spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers, so I'm gonna remove that comment. Yeah, this is exactly the reason why I don't like Western music. This track, I mean, you requested a track, Dylan, and this is just the most boring, you know, old English, old, you know, Renaissance fair music. But no, it's good. It's good for it fits the game. It fits the game, but it's not my style, man. It's not my style. All right, you gotta go. All right, glad to see I started the Witcher discourse in the chat. I'm heading off. Gotta go, OJ. Got some work to do. All right, take it easy. Thanks for coming out to the stream, Dylan. I appreciate you, brother. Dylan, make sure you guys give him some love. Ending the stream is the Hokage, with the $15. Stellar Blade and Showtime are my front runners so far. Rebirth is dope, but two need to play more. And Thousand Year Doors around the corner. Oh, Thousand Year Doors around the corner, man. It really is. It really is around the corner. Very excited about Thousand Year Door myself. Very, very excited about Thousand Year Door. So yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. So yeah, this music is ass. What's the next game you're excited for, OJ? Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. I'm still playing Stellar Blade. I think I should be able to finish Stellar Blade before Paper Mario comes out next Thursday. So yeah, but I'm excited for Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. And then after that, there's not really too much I'm excited for after that. Like, that we know of at least, for this year. But we'll see. Oh, I do want to play Rise of the Ronin. So I think that I'll probably, after Thousand Year Door, I'll probably, if I have time, I'll probably play Rise of the Ronin. Music from Western games sounds more generic than Japanese ones. Absolutely. Oh yeah, SMT5 Vengeance. Totally forgot about SMT5 Vengeance. Yes, Very excited for SMT5 Vengeance. I just forgot about it. I forgot about it. But yes, SMT. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, June is SMT5 Vengeance. So yes, I'm excited for that. Very, very excited for that. How could I forget? Demi Fiend's in there. I talked about it today. All right, next up is Splatoon 3. Thank you for the multiple donos today, Mac Mega. Splatoon 3 side order. And I think, Mac Mega, you are also the Hokage. I think you've done 3 $5 donations, if I'm not correct. Splatoon 3 side order, short order. So let's do that. Let's get that going. So yeah, I think my man, Mac Mega, you are also the Hokage with the $15. We got a two-way tie, so anybody does more than that, beat out Mac Mega and Dylan on the board. Thank you so much, Mac Mega. Metaphor. Yeah, I'm excited. Holy smokes, I'm stupid and I'm old. I can't remember the games that I'm excited for. Yes, I'm very much excited for Metaphor Refantazio. Woo! Oh, baby. Yeah, I'm excited for that game. That game is my pick for Game of the Year. I think that's going to be Game of the Year. Oh my god, I got excited right now, guys. Yes, Metaphor Refantazio. I am very much looking forward to that game. Man, I'm excited. So yeah. Your son is going to have a sword mastery down by the time he's won. I hope so. With the Ghost of Tsushima. Do you think the next Paper Mario game will be a return to form? I think so. What about... God dang it! Yeah, Visions of Mana as well. Dude, it's so funny. I did a most anticipated list of games with all of these games that you're talking about, and I totally forgot about them. That's the funniest thing. I literally did that. But to be honest, though, guys, let me give you guys... To be fair, in my defense, I've had a pretty... I wouldn't say tumultuous, but these past 2 weeks for me, or May, just May so far, has been one... My court case... I had my brother's wedding. I had what else? I had my wife's birthday. So I've had so much. I've had editing work. I've had so much stuff thrown at me. So I think that's why I forgot everything. Justin, bad music guy.
Can I get Fight the Night Strings mix from Sonic and the Black Knight? It's first Sonic and the Black Knight song that popped up when I searched.
Thanks a lot, thanks a lot, Justin. I appreciate your useless suggestion. No, I'm joking. We'll play that crappy music for you, Justin. You're the best. Thank you for the 23 on the board. We are 2 away from a 25-minute extension on the stream. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Are you Trails in July? Maybe Trails in July. He'll forget it tomorrow if someone asks. I probably will. Well, no, I'll remember. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow because I'm going to take my uncle to the pub. But yeah, I'll probably forget by Thursday. So yeah. Hey man, just chilling at work, with the stream in the background. Hey, shout outs, let's go. Plus we don't have the fall Nintendo games. Yeah, well, we'll see. June comes. I'm excited for the June Nintendo Direct. Who's excited for that here in the chat? Let me know if you're excited about that. Well, guys, you know, it might be one of the few things that you can do to make PlayerEssence mad. Just play some Witcher 3 music to my boy, all love, brother. Keep up the good work. Yeah, I'm more. I mean, I'll just roll my eyes a few times while I listen, I guess, right? Yeah, I'm interested to see. Like, I made a video about it. So in that video, I talked about, you know, we can see Twilight Princess. We can see Wind Waker. We can see Metroid Prime 2, 3, 4. We can see Fire Emblem 4 Remake. We can see some things at this Direct. But it's going to be the most interesting Direct. This will be the most interesting Direct because they don't have anything. They don't have anything super major in terms of new games because, like, we know that they're moving on to Switch 2. So it's going to be the most interesting to see what they actually have. It's not going to be the best Direct, not even close. But it's going to be interesting to see what they get or see what they show up with, you know? So yeah. Speaking of Directs and what they show... It happens every time we talk about Direct. We talk about this rotate and pops up, dude. It's fixed. It's fixed for it to happen, dude. It's fixed. That's hilarious. Did they announce the Summer Games Fest yet? I think they did, Rena. I think they did announce Summer Games Fest stuff. I think Keeley did. I hope they drop an absolute banger to crush expectations. I don't know if they will. Like, it depends on what you're looking for, right? If you're looking for, I gotta pause this music though because we gotta play Justin's music. So we're gonna play. Next up is, let's see here, Fight the Night. Strings mix. All right, thank you so much. But yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Like, are they gonna drop like a banger? For me, a banger would be Fire Emblem 4 remake. For me, Metroid Prime 4. You know, for me, those would be bangers. You know, that would be bangers for me. Rena Habag with the Jow.
Harvestella main theme, please.
Yo, Rena, my girl, thank you so much for the dono. That gets us to 26. We're gonna give an extra point for the Streamlabs dono. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Rena. Thank you so much for the support. And we're gonna get that Harvestella main theme and that combo breaker. One more on the JoJo board. Let's go. 4 JoJos today. We rolling today on the JoJos, and we have a tie at the top of the Stream Ninja board. Biggest donos of the stream. Massive Rican and Rena Habag with the $10. Anybody does 10 or more, you can tie up on the board, get a 3-way tie, or pass up. Shout out to Rena Habag. Appreciate you, young lady. We are going to get your music, and we are going to rock that Harvestella theme, young lady. We are going to do it. Thank you so much. Rena is awesome. She's one of the elites here. Been around for a hot minute. Awesome suggestions. Always super positive. Appreciate you, Rena. Thank you for the dono. We're going to get your music going, too. And David V with the back-to-back. Oh, the Elite Ninja showing up today with the Udabudos.
I'm excited for Metaphor and the Switch 2 reveal news.
Yes!
How they're going to show it off throughout the month.
Yes. You're getting me excited. Rena and David getting me excited with what could potentially happen here. David V, man. Oh my God, I got goosebumps. Imagine Switch 2, boom. Metaphor Refantazio, boom, boom. Like, imagine the back-to-back of, like, let's say September or October. Metaphor Refantazio and Switch 2 announcement. Oh man, bro. That's just too lit. It's just too good. It's too good. Shout outs. Thank you so much to David V. We're gonna get you an extra point with that. We're gonna put a $5 on the board. Let's go. Thank you for the Streamlabs dono as well. Appreciate that. My son appreciates it as well too. He must be watching because I just heard him go, wow. So, and Justin coming in with the 25, finding the opening thread.
I can't wait for the Mario RPG stream in the future.
Yes, sir.
Can I get some Super Mario RPG battle theme?
Yes, sir. Yes, you can. Another dude, back to back, the Elite Ninjas coming through. Back to back. Yo, let's go. Imagine the hype though, boys and girls. Justin, Rena, David. Imagine the hype of Switch 2, Metaphor, Refantazio. Bro, that's just, it's peak. It's we will be beyond. I guarantee you, Metaphor Refantazio will cause a BR. It will cause a BR. Let's go. We got 2 of them on here. 36 now. Thank you guys so much for your support. 35 extra on the stream. Double combo breaker activated. Justin is back on the top here of being the Hokage and Stream Ninja. We got to get these JoJos on the board as well. Another 4 added in for 8. And also a new Stream Ninja Stream Hokage with Justin. Sweeping both boards out of nowhere. Thank you so much, Justin. I appreciate that. I think you did 35 today already. Yeah, I think it was 35. So thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. We're gonna get you guys' music going as well. Anybody does 35 or more beat out just on the board, 25 or more to beat them out on the Stream Ninja board. But yes, I'm very excited, David. Rena, I am super excited, and I know Rena, you're excited for Metaphor too, right? So, man, it's just good news. It's just good vibes all around. I'm ready, dude. I am ready. Harvestella main theme from Rena. Harvestella. Thank you guys so much for your support. It means the world to me that we have people coming through. We can talk about games, have fun, get hyped, but man, nothing gets me more excited than talking about Metaphor ReFantazio. I'm so excited for that game. And talking to my best friends, man. Talking to all of you guys. Talking to the homies. Let's continue on with these comments. I would scream if we got Metroid Prime 4 in the June Direct. Yeah, I think a lot of people would scream. Do you think they'll announce info on Persona 6 soon? I think potentially, but maybe not. Probably after Metaphor ReFantazio. You think they might show Metroid Prime 4 in the June Direct? Yes, I do think so. It could be like a one more thing type of thing. Imagine a reveal trailer for the Monolith next game, Monolith's next game. Okay, that is like Monolith Soft's next game is like my reaction to Trials of Mana. It's the Trials of Mana reaction. Party man with the Ninja Peach.
The ultimate hype announcement is finally a brand new 3D Mario and Mario Kart reveal with that Switch tune.
Yeah,
that will make me explode with excitement like no other.
That's
Showtime music, please.
That's peak Party Man right there. That's. I mean, I'm gonna be excited for that too. I'm always excited for new Mario. You know, new 3D Mario, new Mario Kart. That's peak Party Man. Party Man, we're gonna have to check on you. We're gonna have to make sure that you're still good after that. You know, we're gonna have to make sure that you're still good. So yeah, man. That's it's gonna be peak coming up pretty soon here. But yeah, imagine the next Monolith Soft game reveal. Where like you see like that Monolith Soft logo and you're just like, ah! You just start screaming. Oh man, dude, yeah, Monolith Soft, man. Nothing gets me more giddy than a Monolith Soft. I think they're the hype bringers for me. Monolith Soft brings so much hype to the table. So much hype to the table. I'm excited. I'm ready. I am ready, dude. Yeah, Metaphor. Metaphor is gonna slap. You said it's gonna slap Rebirth? I mean, yeah, it's gonna sell better than Rebirth, yeah. But like, I think Metaphor is gonna be like a way better game than Rebirth. Just like looking at the structure, Metaphor sounds like it's like actual impactful, good content. The open world looks better. The vibe looks better. The uniqueness, the combat looks better. It looks like it's about to slap the hell out of it. I'm telling you, Atlas is like this is a glove, but it's Atlas is like, so is that all you've got? Alice is about to say, just finished eating dinner. They got like a toothpick, just like, so is that what you guys got, huh? Well, let me show you something. I mean, I ain't trying to be mean. Listen, Rebirth is good, but Rebirth is good, but I think Metaphor is gonna destroy it, bro. I think it's gonna destroy it in gameplay. Like, I don't think it's gonna be close. I think Metaphor is way better. Just from what I've seen, Metaphor is a way better game. From what I've seen. Now, we gotta play it. We gotta play it. It's still, you gotta play it. But right now, it's looking like Metaphor is like up there with some of the best in modern history. Right now, looking at the game. We gotta still play though. It could suck. It could be terrible. But yeah, right now, I wouldn't bank on it. All right, let me get this next track. Thank you guys so much for your support today. Got a flurry of donos, party man. Christian coming in with a $1 donation. Christian Meworld says, bro, imagine FE4 remake coming July 26th, the exact same number, day, and month as Fire Emblem Three Houses release date. Oh, that would be a pretty good nod. That would be a pretty good nod to everything. Absolutely. 38 on the combo count. We've almost unlocked the hour-long extra, boys and girls. We are out here tonight. We are out here. Which new game announcement would make you break your finger like Metroid Dread? Yeah, like, I don't know, man. Definitely a new Monolith Soft. Like, I don't have anything to break though. I don't punch things when I get excited, so that was a unique situation. But I mean, yeah, probably like a new Monolith Soft game or something, you know. Probably like the new Monolith Soft. Let me get this next track though. David, if you want something, let me know, David. Let me know in the chat. Tag me if you want some music, because you dropped that big 20, but you didn't ask for anything. Justin asked for Super Mario RPG battle theme. I can't wait for Mario RPG stream in the future. Yes. Super Mario RPG battle theme. Thank you so much, Justin, with the big dono coming through. Appreciate you, brother. New model soft game would probably be my biggest reaction to a game announcement. I would lose it, yeah. Keep it real, Rebirth wasn't as great as you thought it would be. No, it's the truth. It's not. It's not. It's not that it's not as. Here's the thing, Juice, man. The combat is very good. The combat is as good as I thought that it would be. Like the combat, the weight of it, like the how fast it is. All of that is great. The problem, Juice, is everything else surrounding it. It's the Chadley. It's the, oh, you don't fight monsters out in the wild. It's like, oh, you got to go to this virtual reality nonsense. It's like, oh, you got to find Titans, then you go fight them in there. It's like they cut corners on some of that stuff. Whereas in Xenoblade and a lot of the big games, like you just fight them, right? It feels disjointed to fight large monsters. Now, in some areas, you collect things and then you make an item in your item collector and then like you go to an area and fight them. And it's like, I want to fight them in their natural environment, habitat, just like going, like, I don't want to do all these theatrics, you know? So it's the surrounding things that they didn't talk about. They didn't talk about that stuff. What they showed was just lit content, but it's the bad side quests. It's the terrible mini games. It's the Chadley. It's the virtual reality. I don't know, the ultra female ego of, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know how that female Chadley got around. It's that banter. It's every time that I scan something, Chadley, hi there, Link. It's like all this Point Dexter dumbass, excuse my friend, sorry, all this Point Dexter stuff, you know, nonsense. That I'm like, what is going on? And these terrible side quests and mini games, you know, and I don't know. It's just all of that, which they didn't show any, like they showed that, but they didn't show all of that in like the structure of the game. Now there's still awesome things, but also like they fixed the resolution, but when I was playing it, the resolution, there was something wrong with it. It was like beyond blurry for a PS5 game. So that like affected me actually just going through and playing. So yeah, man, it was just a combination of those things caused me to just not like it. But in terms of like the combat, I knew that like that's what I would want. I would take that, like the structure and like the team members and all of like the materia, all that stuff is awesome, man. But I don't know, looking at that 93 rating, I'm looking at that 93 rating and I'm thinking to myself, how did it get a 93? I think it's more of like a 9, you know, but I guess 93 is not much bigger, but it's not a 10 out of 10. Especially not with what they played at launch before even like the first launch day patch where they said that they fixed some of it. But yeah, that Chadley stuff and all that virtual reality stuff is really stupid. Let me get this next. I mean, the virtual reality machine is good, but there's too much good content in the virtual reality machine. Like there's like a lot of cool stuff, and it's just it's too much in there, and it should have been more naturally put into the game. So let me give you guys an example. A lot of the best side content is naturally found in Xenoblade. Xenoblade, you're always on the run. You're always moving, I guess, from one thing because you're being chased, right? And the thing about Xenoblade is what makes it really cool is the fact that like the best side content, it's not like you go to like a virtual reality machine and like you just fight enemies in there. That's like, okay, like Xenoblade has that as well, right? You go like a different dimension, like you just fight enemies. That's fine, but that shouldn't be like the core side quest content. Like that's like good core or like main side quest content. It shouldn't be a virtual reality machine. That should just be like, oh, you do that for challenge, you do that for fun. SMT5 has that. SMT5 Vengeance has like a challenge battle thing, like in the Tokyo Diet building. You can go there and just fight, and do big and fight big monsters and all that. But that shouldn't be part of like the core side quest content. And that Chadley stuff is part of the core side quest like Titan content in the game. So it's poorly implemented. It should have been like Xenoblades, or it should have been like other games where naturally you find these side quests, naturally you find some of these enemies, naturally you find these Titans and you play them out. So the structure was terrible because I got to go to freaking Chadley every time, you know? So that's what I didn't like. And they didn't tell me that before. And I didn't know that it was going to be like that. And, you know, maybe that's my fault, but I watched the FF7 Rebirth content. Like, I watched the trailers and stuff. They didn't say the structure was like that. They didn't say that. Maybe I missed it, but they didn't say that. So if I would have known that Chadley would be that annoying, and if I would have known that it would have been that lame, then, you know, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have been as hyped. So yeah, Showtime music. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know it was gonna be like that. You're right, level designer. Or level design. Like a lot of people didn't know it was gonna be like that. So, thank you, Partner, for the $5. I appreciate that. Thank you, and hopefully you enjoy me. I highly recommend finishing Rebirth, but you'll spend 10+ hours not having any fun. I know, I'm gonna finish it at some point, but just not right now, you know? Just not right now. But I love the combat. I think the combat in Rebirth is great. The Chocobo catching crap was also annoying. Yeah, it really was. It really was. So you got you guys know you can play through Rebirth without Charlie, right? Yeah, but what if you want to do all the content though? Like I want to experience like the Titan fights and I want to experience the content, but Chadley is mandatory on doing like the cool side content that I want to do. Like if I want to fight a Titan, yeah, I gotta talk to Chad. Like I gotta go into the virtual reality. Like it's part of it. I gotta scan the things, the 3 different things, and then you have to talk to him. You know, so he's unavoidable. You know, so that's the problem that I have because I want to access the content and I want to do the stuff because there's good rewards for doing it. You know, but yeah, man, it's still really good though. Like just because I'm whining about it doesn't mean the game is trash or anything, right? That it doesn't mean that the game is good. The game is good. The reviewers mention that stuff. Some of them did, some of them didn't. Let's see. I think part of the issues that it came from Xenoblade 3 and Future Redeemed to Rebirth. Both games are very different. Yeah, I think that's the issue. Because, listen, obviously Monolith Soft can't match, you know, Final Fantasy in popularity, or it can't match it in, you know, graphics or, you know, quality in certain aspects. But what it can match it in, or what it is superior in, is structure. The structure of Xenoblade games, the freedom within what you do in them is far better than Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth and Final Fantasy 16 by a country mile. So that's one thing that it can do. And Future Redeemed is like the perfect combination of Monolith Soft's experience and expertise in designing levels and designing content, when to put in cutscenes, when to have gameplay heavy, what side quests are important, what side quests you can just leave out. Like, it's almost as if you know what you need to do, especially Xenoblade 2 and 1, not so much, but Xenoblade 3 and Xenoblade Future Redeemed, absolutely. You know what's important. You know what's not important. You know the deal with it, right? Future Redeemed, you know exactly what it is. And Future Redeemed is so user-friendly with its like organization and how like where you find things. It makes you want 100%, like its categorization, its skill tree, all of that stuff is so good if you've been playing Xenoblade, right? If you're familiar with it. It's very, very, very well done in Future Redeemed. So yeah, and I put 50 hours into that, which is the length of like a normal RPG, even though it's not a 50-hour game, but that's how much I put into it. So I pretty much 100%ed it. So I think for me, it's tough coming off of those, right? And then like the open world, like it's not even close. Xenoblade's open world slaps, you know, FF7 Rebirth. For me, not for everybody else, but for me, like it's just better. Day-night cycle, you know, better swimming, better geography, you know, just way better enemies, way more enemies in the open world, like just seamless. It's just way better, you know, on such inferior tech too, right? The pacing in Xenoblade and Dragon's Quest is so much better than a lot of RPGs like Final Fantasy. Yeah, the pacing's way better. Pacing is so much better in like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Future Redeemed to be exact. I mean, that's a short game, but Future Redeemed is like the perfectly paced, you know, it's only like, what is it? It's only like, I mean, if you just go straight through, I think you could beat it like in like 8 or 9 hours. Like if you're just playing it casually, I think you could probably beat it way faster than if you speed run it. But like if you're just playing to actually collect things and do side quests, I mean, you're probably going to put about what, 20 hours into it, something like that, 30 hours into it. If you're not trying to do everything, if you're trying to do everything, you're probably going to put like 40, 50 hours into it, maybe a bit more. So like it's such a perfectly bite-sized, but at the same time feature rich experience, you know, that feels the full length of like an RPG. So yeah, I did everything around 30. Yeah, it depends on what difficulty. If you're playing on easy or normal, then it's going to be easier because Xenoblade has bullet sponge enemies or damage sponge enemies. But if you're playing on hard, it's going to take longer because enemies just take way longer to beat on hard compared to normal and easy. So it just depends on what you're playing on too. Yeah, normal. Yeah, so if you're playing on normal, 30 hours is about right. If you're playing on hard, you're probably going to tack on like another 10 plus hours, 15 hours onto that. Because just bosses are, like I said, they're damage sponges. Enemies are damage sponges on hard. Now they're damage sponges on normal. Tetsuya Takahashi, greater than Tetsuya Nomura is my motto. Your motto. I think part of the issue is that okay, I already read that. Sorry about that, party man. Like, you can't avoid Chadley, he's unavoidable. He's unavoidable. Chadley's unavoidable. So yeah, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see, to be fair, Square don't have much experience in open world games. That's true, they don't. Well, especially that FF7 games. Like, they don't have as much experience. So that's right. But that's, like I said, we're just talking about, like, you know, what happened with FF7 with me. Yeah, I dropped it. I think I dropped it. And like MVG, I told you guys that I dropped it like beforehand, but like MVG says I know why you dropped it. You know, because like he played the game and he was like, oh well, he just rushed through it. He didn't do the side quests. He didn't do the side content. So I mean, I'm thinking maybe should I just do that where I just go through, but I'm playing on dynamic difficulty, so I don't want to get bodied, you know. I want to kind of level up. So I'm in a you know, in a conundrum right now with it. And then plus there's other games that I'm just like excited for. So I don't know. Stellar Blade is fun. I love Stellar Blade, man. That game's awesome. I love Stellar Blade. So how does Rebirth make you feel in terms of excitement for the last game in the remake trilogy? It's almost no hype because I haven't beat the game yet. Once I beat the game, then maybe I can be more excited because of the ending or whatever. But you know, right now, yeah, not super excited. Not right now. So, but we'll see though. We'll see. I'm gonna play some Fire Emblem. I'm gonna play some Fire Emblem 4 or Fire Emblem 3 House's music for Christian Me World. Excuse me. Shoutouts to Huddy with the 36 months. Yo, the 3-year badges activated. The 3-year badge activated. Let's go. Thank you so much, Huddy. I appreciate that. 36 months of Jonin Thier. Says Metaphor looks legit. Or legit looks like one of the sauciest games I've ever seen. Yeah, it really does. It really does. It's super good. It's super. It looks super good. It looks super good. Thank you so much, Huddy. Appreciate that. 39 on the combo count for 36 months. One away from an hour-long extension on stream. Yeah, I agree with most of the things you said, though. It's hard right now getting through. I'm only trying to do the story because characters in the story are interesting. Everything else doesn't feel good. Yeah. No, I feel you on that one, man. Like, I need to get through it myself, though. I'm being a bum, so I need to get through it. But Stellar Blade came out, and Stellar Blade's so good. I wanted to play Stellar Blade. You know, I didn't finish it before Stellar Blade came out, and I know that sucks because I should have. Because the game, you know, I had, what? The game came out pretty much the end of February, so it came out like March. Let's just say March. So I had a month and almost 2 months before Stellar Blade came out. So I had a month and a number of weeks to play it, but I just got tired and I just stopped playing. And then Stellar Blade came out, and that game hooked me, you know, so yeah. Let's see, in your defense, game shouldn't feel like a chore. It shouldn't. But then again, I don't have to do the side content, but I want to do like the cool side content, but it's just annoying. But yeah, it just feels like a slog to get through. It's not fun to do the side quests, which I've had that complaint before. I mean, you know, in Xeno games, like Xeno 1, the side quests are not great. Xeno 2, some of the side quests are just terrible, outright terrible, like the skill tree, the blade tree. But I think Xenoblade 3 and Future Redeemed have a good balance. So, and I played those more recently, obviously, over Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade 1. So I'm thinking about those games when I play Final Fantasy or when I play other RPGs. Especially open world games. So, Stellar Blade soundtrack is the soundtrack of the year. So many bangers within a lot of variety. That's how you know it's not going to win soundtrack of the year, Luano. Because because it actually has bangers. Because it actually has lit sounding music, you know. That's how you know it's not going to win soundtrack of the year from at least the Keeley Awards. It's going to go to like Assassin's Creed, the new game, or it's going to go to like Helldivers 2. It's going to go to Helldivers 2. Watch. Any real RPG fan struggles with the feeling they have to do all the side quests. Yeah, they really. I mean, it's an age-old problem with this type of stuff. So, age-old problem. I played Future Redeem on hard and I got my butt handed to me numerous times. Yeah, I got cooked a number of times too. There was a battle with Glimmer, a battle against Glimmer and Nicole, or whatever his name is. And I was getting cooked at that one, man. We have to use them fighting against 2 other people. I was getting cooked at that battle. So yeah. 0.3 handle side quests really great compared to 1 and 2. Agreed. 1 and 2 are really annoying. There's so many useless side quests in those games. There's good ones, but a lot of useless ones. Players, is it crazy for me to say I enjoyed Octopath 2 more than Rebirth? FF Rebirth? No, it's not. Octopath 2's better. Octopath 2's better. If Octopath 2 had, let's just say it had like good graphics, like up to the level of like an FF7 or like remake, dude, it would be game of the year. People would be talking about it's game of the year. Like if it was a turn-based RPG with actual graphics like that, like, let's just say it, like they spent the money and they made Octopath like, you know, same gameplay, but like really like better graphics, it'd be a game of the year game. It would literally be game of the year. Or it'd be in the competition, you know? But it's because it's HD 2D. That's the only reason why Octopath 2 and games like that are not, you know, higher up, is because it's HD 2D. And a lot of, you know, voters and stuff don't like HD 2D. They don't like that style of game, you know? So Octopath 2 is vastly superior to anything Final Freeze or Final Fantasy. Yeah, I mean, Octopath 2 is incredible. You know, Octopath 1 and 2 OSTs so good. Yeah, they're really good OSTs. David, did you ask for that though? I'll get you some Octopath because you never dropped a music suggestion. Look, if you want Octopath, or maybe you did it but I missed it. Octopath 1. I can do Octopath 1 battle theme next. Octopath 2 was so good. Too bad last year had so many great games it got forgotten. Yeah, it really did. But I think, I mean, it had a little bit of a resurgence to break 1 million units because it got a discount. But I think that, I don't know, if I was Square Enix, I wouldn't launch the Octopath games unless you're going to go Switch exclusive, which they're not going to. But if you're going to go multiplat, I would launch it at 40 or $50. I wouldn't launch it at $60 for HD 2D. I would launch it at 40 or 50. Unless you go Switch exclusive, that's a little bit different. People have enhanced value in their minds for Switch exclusive games. So you can go 60 there, but I think that, you know, Octopath 3, they should probably do, you know, if it's going to be multiplat, do it at 40 or 50. Because I think that'll probably get people a little bit more interested. You know, people see those graphics and say, wait a minute, $60 for that? Not everybody, but a lot of people do, you know. Playing Octopath 2 right now, it's Chef's Kiss. Yes, it's really good. Octopath 2 is super, super, super good. No, I asked for Ultimate Menu theme, but I wouldn't mind for Octopath music. All right, I'll play both of them for you. I'll play Octopath 1, then I'll play. I'm sorry that I missed it, David. Sorry, I miss things a lot. Ultimate. Seems like you understand that. Sorry about that, brother. You just gotta ask. You just gotta type it again, and I'll see it eventually. 'Cause I think I was ranting. Was I ranting about Chadley or something during that? I don't know what I was ranting about. Appreciate you though, man. You guys give some love to David V. Give him some love in the chat. They keep improving Octopath games. I'm expecting Octopath 3 to be high level, high 80s, low and low 90s on Metacritic. Yeah, I'm expecting probably like you know, we'll see, but I'm expecting like a mid 80s, probably mid 80s. If they ever made it to where it's not based off of individual stories and they made it to where it's just like all like a connected story, I think it would automatically get like another like 2 points. Reviewers don't like how the story, like the structure of the story, like reviewers specifically talk about, I don't like this. So if Square Enix can make Octopath but without doing that, where they segment the stories, even though they have some connectivity between like certain paths, if they can make it to where like you go about, like you start with someone and then like you naturally get other followers and then maybe you have side quests that go over their story, kind of like, think like Mass Effect 2. Remember how Mass Effect 2 handles character side quests? Where like they have like personal things that they want to take care of. Even Mass Effect 1 does them. Like certain quests that are like, that are very special to that character. and like you need to do them if you don't want them to die at the end of the game in Mass Effect 2. They should probably do it like that, where you naturally find the characters, go about them, and then like you do like after some time or whatever, you can activate their side quest and everyone's involved, just like in Mass Effect 2. I think if they change to that structure with Octopath, I think the game instantly is like a border, like instantly goes to 85, and then it can go up from there on Metacritic. But that is a particular thing that people that give Octopath lower review scores, or things that I see of like the 7s and like the low 8s of Octopath, it's because of the story structure. That's the main thing holding it back. It's not the music, it's not the graphics, it's not the, you know, it's not the gameplay, it's the story structure. So if they fix that, or if they change that, I think it makes the game, it can review higher, you know? But no, I agree with you though. The actual stories and what you do in those unique individual, those are really good. Those are super, 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 super good. They're really, really, really good. I agree with that. Like, if they didn't change it, I'd be fine with that for like Octo 3. So yeah, they'll keep improving the Octopath games. I'm expecting. Okay, I already read that. Yeah, so there you go. Octopath has legit incredible, man. It's got the vibes, bro. It's got the sauce when it comes to music. It's got the sauce. Where is the HD 2D Dragon Quest game? Yeah, you gotta watch my videos, Davey. We talked about that. They're waiting. They're doing, obviously, their restructure, Square Enix. But I think that's going to be announced like at a Nintendo Direct or like at a Nintendo showcase. So I think we'll have to wait for that. If you're going to do multiple Pro Tag Jam, I want to result in Stallone theme with shake hands and veins are bulging. Okay. I kind of wanted more story chapters from all the characters. More story chapters. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta love the... Oh, man. Remember Smash Ultimate's theme when you first started playing the menu? Oh. Dude. Remember? I streamed this game for 8 hours. It was wild. I remember streaming this game for 8 hours. It was so cool when it first came out. Takes me back. 8-hour stream, just unlocking all the characters. It was crazy. What a crazy ride. What a crazy ride, man. The glory days of Pichu absolutely destroying you. I remember when I was streaming and Pichu just put me in a body bag. I freaking couldn't hit the little rat. Could not hit that little rat, dude. It was like, dude, you couldn't hit him. And he was good. Pichu crawl. Yeah, but Pichu was, oh my god, Pichu was a terror in the game. Oh man. Simeon says Octopath amazing and Masterpiece beat it 2 times. One on the Switch in 2018, one on the Xbox beating it last month. Music, combat, art style, yeah. Including K. Rool top tier. K. Rool? I don't know if K. Rool was ever top tier, was it? I know people couldn't fight against him. Kind of like how people were like complaining about like Little Mag. I remember picking up Smash Ultimate on my Switch in 2019. Yeah, oh, that must have been great. By 2019, didn't they have some of the DLC out by then? In 2019? The Smash reveal was so iconic, yeah. It really was. When they first revealed Smash Brothers, remember how they revealed it? It was at a Nintendo Direct in March of 2018, the One More Thing. And you saw inklings are like, oh, we're thinking, oh, Splatoon DLC or, you know, something like that. Then all of a sudden, you see the fire, the Smash logo on fire in the inkling's eye, and you're like, oh, Smash Brothers! And then it goes 2018, and you're like, oh my god, they done done it. That's when I knew the Switch. We already knew the Switch was gonna be a smash hit, but that's when I knew Nintendo's gonna be this is gonna be a goated generation. When they already have Breath of the Wild, they had Breath of the Wild, they had Breath of the Wild, they had Mario, they had Splatoon already out in the first year, right? And Xenoblade. They already, by the time that we watched that, that year they had already had Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Splatoon 3 or Splatoon 2, ARMS, Mario plus Rabbids, Fire Emblem Warriors, Xenoblade, all that stuff was already out. And then all of a sudden, right there in March, right? We're still recovering. We're still fun playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and playing ARMS online. We're still playing all that. Then all of a sudden, boom, Smash in 2018. You know? Crazy. Yeah, we need a new Smash for Switch 2. I agree, a brand new one that brings the hype, brings new characters, brings new gameplay possibilities, brings new online, brings new move sets. We need it. I jumped out of my chair when the screen said everyone is here in the trailer. Yeah, that was great. That was great, but it's time to reinvent Smash, in my opinion. People would complain about K. Rool and Inkling because they didn't know how to fight them. Yeah, I remember in like Australia, like a K. Rool won like a somewhat big tournament for them. Like a K. Rool player won. They're like, what? K. Rool? So yeah, I remember there was complaints about K. Rool and Pichu trying to fight against them. Because K. Rool had the super armor, K. Rool had like hard, like, you know, his weight. You know, he had some pretty good, that's some good frame data, right? He can plant you on the throws and stuff. First year Switch 2's is going to be a Grand Slam. I think it's going to be pretty good, Davey. I agree. I think it's going to be good. Sortable says, the way they first revealed Smash Ultimate is still my favorite way Nintendo's ever revealed a game. So good, man. Yeah, it was really good. It was really, really, really good how they revealed that. Usually they usually just reveal Smash Brothers games in pretty corny ways. Like they'll just say, "Oh, we got a new Smash Brothers game coming," you know, or something like that. I mean, they don't ever like Smash for Wii U was just like, "Hey, we're working on a new Smash Brothers game," you know. So it's not as hype, but how they revealed Smash Ultimate with the Nintendo Direct was just so cool, you know. It was so cool, and we didn't have to worry about it being on the 3DS or being on a different platform and buying two versions, which was really annoying to buy two versions of Smash Brothers. But you know, we all did. But it was annoying. Now that we can get a portable Smash Brothers and a console Smash Brothers all in one. Yeah, that's goated. That's goated. What year do you think was strongest for Switch? I think you can argue that the launch year was the strongest for Switch. You can argue the launch year, or you can argue 2023, because 2023 brought Future Redeemed, Tears of the Kingdom, DLC for Fire Emblem Engage, Fire Emblem Engage itself, Advance Wars, Pikmin 4, Super Mario RPG, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I mean, that's a pretty good year as well. Prime Remastered. So you can argue 2023 or 2017. I think those are the 2 years that you can. I mean, 2019. You can argue 2019. 2019 had Fire Emblem Three Houses, had Astral Chain, had what was it? It has Link's Awakening. So yeah, you can argue for that too. But I think that 2023 and 2017 are like the 2 years that I think are for real. Like, okay, it's between these 2 years, you know, overall. Sales of Nintendo Switch peaked in 2021. The company sold over 28 million units. Yeah, 2021 was wild. I actually don't care about new fighters in Smash. Give me some epic varied single player content. Also, you don't play competitively then. I want single player content too, but I also want to make sure that they make the multiplayer content good, because Smash is mainly a multiplayer game. You know, I don't want them to focus too much on single player. But yes, single player content, that's great. Put that in there. But I need them to make sure that the multiplayer is good, because multiplayer in Smash has not been ideal. It's not been the best. Neither is single player. It's been pretty bad too. But multiplayer needs to be better for sure, because that's where you're going to get most of the value in Smash Brothers, is playing it against your friends and family and online. Mario Wonder was last year too, OJ. I said Wonder and Super Mario RPG. Yeah, 2023 was ridiculous. Tears of the Kingdom and, you know, Tears of the Kingdom and also Wonder and Super Mario RPG all in the same year. Yo, David V with the Lucky 7!
Can you play Fire Emblem Engage Last Engage?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can definitely play Last Engage from Fire Emblem Engage. Thank you so much, David V, with the big $7, getting us to 41. The special dono. Streamlabs gets us an extra point. Let's go. 41 on the board. We have unlocked the extra 1 hour. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Let's get your music going. David V with the big support, like always. Guys, give David V some love. He is a super elite ninja. The round table in the house. Let's go. Thank you so much, David. Appreciate you, brother. Let's get some Fire Emblem Engage. Fire Emblem Engage. Last Engage. Thank you guys for your support today. It really means a lot to me. This is a great one, dude. This is a great track, David. You guys give David some love in the chat. Oh, and Party Man teaming up with David.
Man, I always think about how hype Ultimate was leaping up to release.
Yeah.
Character reveals.
Yeah.
DLC.
Yeah.
Early tournaments before the cancel people arc. Those were the good OL days. Hasn't been the same since.
Nah, hasn't
I miss
been.
the hype. Can you react to first ULT trailer?
React to the first. Yeah, we can play it again. Or like, you want me to look up my actual reaction that I had to the trailer and we can watch that? Do you want to watch my actual reaction, or do you want to watch just the trailer again, Party Man? But yeah, the cancel arc was... It was just... You ever seen, like, I don't know, like one of those boards, like where there's like a lot of faces on there, and then somebody gets taken, like assassination boards, like from like the mobsters, the 1920s. Like there's all these faces, and just one by one, the police X off somebody who just got like a black background, and then a bunch of pictures, and just like with their names, and then one by one, they're all just crossed off the board. Oh my god. Oh man, this last engage is so good, man. Yeah, definitely the prison, bro. One by one, everybody. You know, the funniest thing too, man. I remember watching a certain content creator, a big Smash Brothers player stream right before, and like somebody was asking him about like all the stuff that was happening, and he was like, "Yeah, man, yeah." He was like, "Yeah, man." He sounded real nervous. On the stream, and it was right before he got canceled too. It was like the day later he got canceled, or he was in the cancellation started. Oh my god, bro, he sounded nervous. So I'm like, why is he sounding so nervous? Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Yeah, man, but that's what happened, bro. But yeah, the cancel arc was wild. I just remember watching it. I remember it was right around when Min Min, like I think Min Min came out, and he was they were streaming Min Min, or the gameplay with Min Min or something like that. I don't know. Either way, it was, bro. It was wild. Or Min Min was out, or something to do with Min Min. I don't know. Yeah. This man, he knew he was cooked. He knew he was cooked. But yeah, I guess I. Oh my god, it's so funny. But yeah, he was. Yo, flipping the switch. Let's go with the California Smash. Let's go, the big $30 California Smash, flipping the switch. Yo, make sure you guys check out tomorrow. Me and Flipping the Switch. We've got a new Flipping the Switch live stream. You know. Liquored up live stream. Well, I won't be drinking. Well, maybe I'll grab a Heineken for the stream. Tomorrow night. Well, I'll have a post on Twitter. Tomorrow's gonna be like my day off. So I'll be on Flipping the Switch's stream, talking video games and more, just shooting the ish. So you guys give some big love to Flipping the Switch. Elite Ninja Roundtable here in the village. Let's get some points on the board though. Let's get some 5 points on the board. Let's get a 5-pointer on the board for my man Flipping the Switch. Let's go. Thank you so much. Another combo breaker. And that does make you the Stream Ninja. Biggest dono of the stream. Justin's still out there, though, with the Hokage, but my man Mongunzo, no message, though. Just 30. Thank you for the big 30. California smash. Let's go. Make sure you guys check out Flipping the Switches channel. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to leave a... I still haven't done it because I'm stupid. I'm going to leave the link. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. What the hell? Okay, never mind. Sorry. Go to channel. All right, there you go. I'm going to leave his channel. Make sure you guys subscribe. He's almost at 200 subscribers. So 3 of you guys should go over there and subscribe to his channel because I'll be on there tomorrow. Because I will be on there tomorrow. And it'll be fun. I too enjoy Heineken. Yeah, I'll go grab a Heineken for the event. I'll go grab a Heineken and we can relax, talk about video games, all this. I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to grill me on a couple different things. So it should be fun. All right, so Party Man, did you say what you want me to do? The very first reaction you had to Smash Ultimate Reveal. Okay, let me find it. Let me find that, Party Man, and then we can see if we can react to it. Because I gotta find it first. Surprised it's not Corona. I like Corona a bit more than I know I like Heineken a bit more. No, Corona's good, but my favorite is Blue Moon. But I don't drink though. I'm not like a drinker, so I don't drink very often or really at all at times. So yeah. But yeah, my favorite is a Blue Moon with the orange in it. My next is probably like a Heineken. After that is probably like a Corona or like a MGD Light, or a Corona. But yeah, like I said, I don't really drink. I mean, I probably drink like 3 times a year maybe. And I wouldn't even say drink. It'd be like 1 or 2 drinks. It'd be not. I don't drink anything more than 2. That my max is 2 in a day. Let's see here. And I don't drink hard liquor. I don't drink hard liquor at all. Haven't had hard liquor since college. 20 years? 20 plus? Yeah, I haven't had a shot of hard liquor or anything in like 20 plus years. All right. Let's see here. Next up let's see here. What? It was a Nintendo Direct March 2018. Was that it was Nintendo Direct March 2018, but I don't know where that's at. Nintendo Direct reaction. Let me see if I can find it within all of this. We got to talk Mass Effect. I can talk anything that you want to talk. 2017 is hard to beat, says Jay Davey. Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart, Splatoon 2, Mario Odyssey, Xenoblade 2. Yep. Mario plus Rabbids, Pokken Tournament as well. So some other good ones. Fire Emblem Warriors. So let's see here. Let me see if I can find 2018. Oh, I found it. Smash Bros. Live reaction. So I clipped it by itself. So we can just look at the live reaction by itself. So I just clipped it by that. I didn't put the whole thing, but I put the reaction that I had to it. So reaction. There we go. Look at that setup back then, babies. That was the setup. The Xenoblade 2 setup. That was the setup, man. Back then, only 60 sponsors. Let's go. Cool emotes. I loved it. I kind of like this setup, though, to be honest, man. That was the old school. All right. March 2018. I'm not saying anything. With the Here's my daughter comes in. Look at my daughter.
Let's go! Squids! Squids and Smash! Whoa! What did you hear? Did you hear? Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Your dad is gonna kick all of their butts online with the squids. What's gonna happen? Woo! Let's go! Okay, give me a second to compose. Okay, just go for a second, Anime. Let me compose myself. Oh, God!
I'm gonna kick your butt.
2018, let's go! The rumors were correct. Your boy reported on them. Let's go! You guys doubting Emily Rogers? What noun? That was Emily. You guys doubting Emily now? Shut the hell up. You guys doubting Emily now? Better not be. Hear a lot of people talking smack about Emily Rogers online. What noun? You can shut the hell up. That's what you can do.
Yeah, because
Oh, God.
beforehand, people were.
Shout outs to Emily for getting it correct.
Emily Rogers was reporting that Smash Brothers was going to be announced and it was going to be this year in 2018, and nobody believed her, and they were giving her hell, like they were harassing her. I mean, we were talking at the time, you know. She was saying like, hey, you know, like a lot of people like she was sending me like DMs of people sending her crazy stuff. They were bashing her. They were just like killing her. So I had to give her some love for that one.
Oh, baby, it's gonna be an upgraded version. This is Smash. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I'm so hyped. 2018, Smash Brothers, let's go. Oh.
Yeah, my
Yes,
daughter.
Nintendo Direct did it. It's over. I don't need another system. It's over. The Switch is the only system I'm gonna be playing. From 2018 and on, Smash was the game. I put over 1,300 hours into Smash Brothers on the Wii U. 1,300 hours. I've got more time into the Wii U version of Smash than some people got into their whole libraries of PS4, Xbox One, or Wii U games. That's 13 individual games that you'd have to put 100 hours into. Oh, I'm so hyped. Let's go. Oh, God. It's over. It's over. It's over. PlayerEssence launches. PlayerEssence 4.0 launches when Smash Brothers is out. The online is launching in September. Smash Brothers is launching in September. All of you guys are getting bopped. Plain and simple.
You know.
That's what
And that did not happen because I think Party Man bought me when we first played when he was using freaking Princess Peach cheating.
What's happening? It's so hype! Smash you hype! Oh my God, I've got 1,000 people watching. If you're new watching me, subscribe. You're gonna want a sponsor. Subscribe. I don't care what you guys do. Put the links. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Let's go.
I had a
Smash
Facebook.
Brothers, let's go. Let's talk about this. Okay, so the Inklings are coming to Smash Brothers. That's one thing that we do know. But who else is coming? Who else is coming to Smash Brothers? Oh God.
I was so hyped, man. Peach is scary in Smash. But why do I look
you guys
why do I look
dominated
better now than I
Mike.
did 6 years
You
ago?
guys are the best. Like what? I can't even think. I can't even think.
Oh my gosh. Why do I look like why do I look better now than I did like 6 years ago? That's the weird thing, bro. Oh my God. I was hyped for there and I seemed happy, but to be honest, man, I was dead on the inside at that point, bro. I was legitimately dead on the inside. That was one of the most tumultuous years that I've ever had, but right before then, I was in shambles. I was okay enough to stream all the time and edit videos and still, you know, take care of my daughter and all that, but really I was in shambles. But yeah, those times are over, so I'm happy about that. Let's go, Party Man. Brings back good memories, dude. Brings back good and bad memories. Good and bad memories. You look so different. Yeah, just obviously beard and then, you know, Hair's a bit different. Not so fat. My face isn't so fat anymore. Got my natural jawline back instead of my face being so wide. But yeah, I was gaining so much weight because all I was doing was editing videos, streaming, and eating Oreos. So, it's just when you start using Rogue. Oh yeah. Well, no, I was actually starting to use it a little bit before then, but not consistently. But then yeah, I started using it once. I had some issues in 2018 and all that. There was a lot of stuff that happened, but once all that got situated and like I started, living by myself and I was able to just, be whatever, I started actually, taking care of myself way better. I started going back to the gym, started using my real gains, started eating better, started eating healthier, started using biotin shampoo, and I grew all my hair back. Or over the course of time, it took a long time, grew a lot of my hair back.
Imagine we get the official trailer of Metaphor Refantasio coming to Switch 2, and then when we get a scene from the game on the Royal Tournament, we see the contenders of the tournament showing up. It's Mario and Link and all Smash characters. Loudly crying, fearful face.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't know about all that, man. But that would be lit. I'd be down, man. I'd be hyped for it, dude. I'd be super hyped. That'd be super cool. I'd be down. Let's get some Metaphor Refantasio music though. Metaphor. Thank you for the $3, Christian. We are 2 away from another bonus stream added on. Another banger. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much. We got the battle theme. Metaphor Switch 2 announcement. Break a leg, OJ. I know, seriously. I'll hit some Rogaine. Lost a lot of hair through my last cancer treatment. Yeah, talk to your doctor first about that since you did cancer. Shout outs to, you recovering and all that dog hair. But yeah, it works, but it just takes a hot minute. You got to do it twice, and it's just like messy. Unless you get like the foam, but the foam is way more expensive than like the minoxidil like liquid. So like the little liquid dropper. But yeah, I started taking care of myself way better. Started, using better bath soaps and started African black soap, started taking care of my face more, started using more of like, the anti-aging and creams and natural stuff. And yeah, things got better. But yeah, I wasn't doing all that. I wasn't taking as good as care of myself before because once again, I was, like I said, I was depressed. Not like clinically depressed, but I felt depressed. I felt depressed. I felt like I was in a situation, not like it's a situation that I can't get out of, but I felt that there was a situation of somebody, like the way that I'm being treated, I don't feel like I was being treated like correctly, like I was being abused, so that's all I'll say on that, until 6 years from now. But I felt like I said, I didn't feel like, I felt like, I don't know, just not good. Let's hear, shout outs to Jacob Dressback. Thank you for the gifted membership. Yo, first gifted membership of the stream. Thank you so much, Jacob Dressback. That gets you with 1 on there. Jacob Dressback, thank you for the 1 gifted. Anybody does 1 or more, you can type or pass up Jacob Dressback on the board. Let's go. This Fire Emblem rapper on here on this. I know. Let's go. Sharingan activated. Let's go. Level design. You say things won't happen, but then Sephiroth, Joker, Banjo, as Steve, Alex, it sort of happened. Yeah, that was crazy. That was wild. I'm glad you're doing much better now. Yeah, you too, Doc Hair. Glad that you're doing a lot better now too, man. Absolutely. Glad everybody. I think everybody for the most part is doing better now at this point than they were back then. I know it's not happening now, but part of me still fears Nintendo's return to some weird VR-ish. Well, I mean, they've already confirmed what it is. Nintendo, in their investor meeting, said that it's basically the next iteration of the Switch. They said it's basically like a Switch-like device. So I don't think there's any need to be worried about that when they already confirmed that it's that. Plus, we got a confirmation from what's it called? From Eurogamer and all them. I mean, we got this last year from them that it's a successor to the Switch. I can confirm personally from a source that I have that they said, yeah, it's essentially like a Switch. One person likened it to Nintendo NES to Super NES. That's what I was told. Something around the lines of that. When it comes to what people thought about the NES and the Super NES. So think like that. I mean, like I said, take it how you will, but that's what I was told. I was told something like NES to Super NES would be accurate, or Game Boy to Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color to Game Boy Advance, or something like that, right? DS to 3DS. So that's what I was told. NES to SNES was major. Yeah, it was pretty big. from what I'm hearing, like I said, from what I'm hearing, you know, just rumor, it's a pretty big jump. It's a pretty big, from not a big jump, obviously, in terms of technology for pure raw graphics that we've seen on like on Xbox and PlayStation, but it's a big jump for Nintendo. Like, this is the biggest jump Nintendo's had probably since the Wii to the Wii U, or GameCube, or N64 to GameCube, you know? So it's biggest jump since then. But in modern or recent history, right, the Wii to Wii U was a big jump because you're going from SD to HD. It's a pretty big jump, right? So a system that's a little bit more powerful, a bit more powerful than the GameCube, to a system that's more powerful than the PS3 and 360, right? Or right around there. That's a pretty big jump. But this jump seems to be on par, but even maybe a bit better because the technology is so much better. DLSS is really good, right? So you're going to be able to leverage that in this new system. So the little tricks that Nintendo usually uses to make things a bit better when it comes to processes and APIs and things like that, it's kind of like overdrived here. Like, NVIDIA is the perfect partner for a hybrid platform. So yeah, that's what I'm hearing. But once again, this is stuff that people already know. Like, it's not like this is new information, you know? Let's see, the profit numbers you covered in today's video was honestly insane. It is pretty insane, right? Nintendo's made more money, for those who didn't watch the video or don't know. Nintendo's made more money in the Switch era than all the other areas combined. So they're more profitable now in the Switch era. So from 2017 to 2024, they're more profitable at this point. They've made more profit than all their previous eras. So like NES all the way up into like through Wii U. Crazy. I know that it goes for sure. Yeah, man, Rax. It was brutal, dude. It was brutal. But like I said, I always say, the Monado user, you guys got to be in control of your own life. Like, if something's trash or if something's really causing you to distress or push your hairline back as we get older, I call it a hairline pusher. You need to be a Monado wielder. You need to take control of your own destiny. And you need to realize that when you do use that Monado, there are consequences. But I'll talk about that right after this. Thank you, Juice Man Bomb, with the $5.
OJ, what's Nintendo's posture like to run the table again with the Switch successor?
It's high because here's the reason why it's high. Because we've always seen that Nintendo splits their console devices. This is the first time that we've ever truly had a combined where their games are on both systems. Now, once again, this is something why my logic was before the Switch launched, that this system could be a 100 million system, one of the best selling systems of all time, and 100 million plus, is because I looked at their game lineup and what they have, their consoles, home console and portable combined, and all their games on that. How much do they usually sell? So what I did, my analysis was, well, combine their home console and portable sales. Well, if you combine, like, let's just say the Game Boy lasted so many damn generations, but if you just combine the Game Boy, just combine it, right? You've always seen that Nintendo has been able to sell upward of 100 million systems in every gen. Every gen, it'd be 100, almost or 100 million, even in their worst gens. So let's just say Game Boy and N64, 100 million plus, right? Game Boy by itself was 100 million. You look at Game Boy Advance and you look at the GameCube, that was 100 million between the GameCube and the Game Boy Advance. You look at the DS and the Wii, obviously that was a ton. That was 200 something million, right? For those two systems. But then you also look at the Wii U, and this was my logic, was the Wii U and 3DS. Combined, they sold about a little bit under 90 million, right? Because the 3DS sold like, what, 75, 76 million, somewhere around that. And then the Wii U sold around, what, 14 million. Let's just give it that. So you're looking at it right underneath, 90 million. You're looking at 80 something million. So I'm thinking with better marketing, with better games, with better combination of everything where everybody's making games for this one system, we're looking at probably 100 million systems. So I don't see how they're not going to be good or dominant with a much stronger, much more modern system, better technology, and all of their games. If they have all of their big bangers, their big hitters, then you're going to see that domination come through. The people are going to come through and pick it up. So yeah. So that's kind of how I see it. So they're in position to once again, do really, really, really well. Christian Miro with the $5, and thank you, Juice Man Bomb, with the 5.
I know it's a pipe dream, but imagine the new Smash is called Super Smash Bros. Super Ultimate. But Sakurai reveals that it's built using Smash Ultimate as foundation, but it's a brand new game with new characters coming in. Slogan: everyone's back.
That's the same game that we already got. I think that was a joke, right? But thank you, Christian Muro. Appreciate that. Shout out to the 50 combo breaker. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, if you look at it, Juice, or like I was saying before, Interax and like Monado Wielder, you guys got to be a fan. You guys got to be and thank you. You guys give some love to Juice Man Vaughn. He's got an emote here. Give him some emotes, and thank you to Christian Miro for the multiple donos. Appreciate that, man. But you guys got to take control, man. If something's causing you stress or something's causing you issues and all that, I knew that once I got rid of something that was causing me these problems, I knew I was going to be in for one hell of a thing afterwards. And I'm still going through it. But man, I'm happy. Dude, I'm freaking happy, man. I am way happier than I've ever been in my adult life. My adult life has been, I'm not going to sit there and say I've had it bad, because I haven't. There's people that have been in wars, people that are no longer with us that have had it way worse. You know, family wasn't there for them. So I'm not going to sit there and say that I have it bad, but I'll be completely honest. I really did not like how things were going. I tried to always put on a happy face and all that, but my 20s was terrible. My 30s was bad. I mean, it wasn't until recently, like I started, you know, things started being like way better for me, you know? But you got to take control. If you don't take control of your life, like I said, become a Monado wielder, it's not gonna happen. So you got to remove people that are stressful to you. You got to remove people that cause you pain and sadness and anger. Remove those people from your life, no matter, well, don't hurt them, but get away from them no matter what you have to do. So that's what I did, you know? I've never been happier, man, even though I'm dealing with, you know, stuff, you know, can't see my daughter as much and problems and all sorts of issues and things like that and situations about her, you know, things with that. But I'm so much happier, man. I'm so much happier, and I can actually enjoy games again now, you know? So yeah, thank you so much, Juice. I appreciate that, dude. Let's see. Absolutely. That's why I walked away from YouTube for a little while, just focus on my mental health and I feel really good now. Exactly. And then you come back when you're ready. Exactly. Let's see. Nintendo should have you as a spokesman. No, I don't know if they'd ever hire me, but I like being on this side of things because, you know, I don't always say good things. Sometimes I say bad things. Sometimes I'm gonna say things that they might not like. So I don't know if I would take that role. I like, you know, having my freedom and independence when it comes down to it. What's up, Slash? Does Nintendo just drop Game Boy games for NSO? Oh, what's the Game Boy games coming? Nice. It's always a surprise because Nintendo has no schedule, right? So what are the games? Let's take a look. The games are, oh, well, it's not up on Nintendo everything. So I think it just happened, right? Did it just happen? So yeah, it's not up on Nintendo everything. So is it on Twitter? Super Mario. Oh, didn't they already talk about Super Mario Land? Didn't they already talk? So we already knew it was coming, right? So we kind of already knew it was coming. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the games are, here are the games. I've got the post right here. Here are the games. We're gonna go over to the reaction phase and check it out. Super Mario Land. It's crusty music. I played this back in the day and I thought it was the greatest thing that I've ever played in my life because I'm playing it portable outside of my friend's house back in like 1990 or whatever the hell this game came out. 1991 or 90. I don't know when this game came out, but I just thought it was the coolest thing that I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't believe that I was playing Mario anywhere. Like on a screen. It was so cool. Alleyway. I have no idea what Alleyway is. Man, this thing is crusty. Look at this, man. This type of thing that you play back in the day and you're like, wow. Like, this is a time waster. This is a sit here and waste time. Oh my god, these sound effects, bruh. These sound effects. Baseball. Oh, bro, but they don't even have the other characters on screen. Strike. 93 miles an hour. Alright, here you go. You got somebody on second base. Oh, that's a home run. Is it a home run? Oh man, that's a big field. get a home run. Sounds like you're getting like a mega mushroom or something, bruh. So yeah, alleyway, baseball, and Super Mario Land. There you go. There's the. I'll keep it a buck. I ain't playing none of those. I ain't playing none of those. None of those. So anyway, yeah, it's good stuff though for people who like it. I saw RGT was like, yeah, Alleyway is a good game. So there you go. For Mario Day, it was Mario, Dr. Mario, Mario Golf, and Mario Tennis NSO. A lot of Mario. Like a one-player Pong type of game, looks like it. Yeah, I love the land set. I thought that was dope. But I'm not going back and jumping on microscopic Goombas. Those Goombas made out of like 2 pixels, bro. They got like two animations. Oh man, those sound effects will just make your ears hurt. Your ears are more sophisticated now in today's day. So yeah. But it is what it is. Still no Donkey Kong 64. They're waiting for the perfect time for Donkey Kong 94. They're waiting for it. I still have original cartridges, both Super Mario Land. So good, nice, Christian. DVD player waiting screen. Oh man, it's all good. It's all good. None of those have multiplayer, right? Like none of those have like multiplayer, so you can't play online with those on Nintendo Switch Online. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to be pretty bored to play Nintendo Switch Online Game Boy games. Like I'd have to really not be doing anything, or it'd have to be like a special stream. But there'd never be a time where I want to play a Game Boy game or like a GBA game online with someone right now. That ain't never gonna happen. Zoop. It's all these weird Koji Kondo Koji Kondo songs. Just oh man, my backlog. Yeah, my backlog's too full, man. I got too much stuff to play. Sometimes Krusty is so good. I mean, listen, if I had more time to play, I'd be down for the crust. But right now, crust, the only time that I'm indulging in crust is on my pizza, because I like crust on pizza. So I can't be sitting here and playing. I don't have time to be sitting here playing crusty games. I got time for you guys. I got time to talk to you guys and chill and hang out and get you guys' opinions and thoughts on video games, because I love you guys. But I don't got time for crusty games on my own time. I got to be playing something good, like Stellar Blade or like Paper Mario. No, I don't like stuffed crust. I don't like cheese. I'm not. I mean, cheese is okay, but I'm not a big fan of cheese. And I bought pizza the other day, and I forgot to tell them to remove the cheese, which I know it's weird, right? No cheese. Yeah, I don't like cheese, and I'm also lactose intolerant, so it's like a double feature. Oh, here we go. Mewmore somehow got back in here. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, there we go, the Mewmore. Let's go. Yeah, I used to play this all the time. Yeah, this is a Mewmore is lit, dude. That guy's a G. He's a G. Jamming. Nintendo composed using that Koji Kondo pack. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, I didn't know there was another person in the world that didn't like cheese. I don't really like it on sandwiches or anything, but I do like it baked on stuff like pizza. Yeah, my daughter, she's lactose intolerant. She doesn't like cheese. She does not like cheese either. So there are people who don't like cheese, and there are people who are like lactose intolerant and like they just eat cheese anyway, and they'll just go destroy the bathroom, you know, every time. So me personally, I don't like being in the bathroom a lot, so I will not eat cheese. I will not drink like whole milk. Just things that I don't do. Can't drink like milkshakes, things like that. So I'm good. I am good. What song is that? This is Mewmore Verbank City from Pokemon Black and White 2 Remix. There's a guy called Mewmore on YouTube. He's an OG composer. He's been around. This song came out 10 years ago. He released this 10 years ago, but he does all sorts of tracks. He does all sorts of music. Remixes and stuff. He probably works professionally for like some type of company that we don't know. He probably works professionally somewhere, but just anonymous, you know. There are people who don't like tomato on a burger. I find that odd. Yeah, there are people that don't like tomato on a burger. I'm a tomato person, but I like pickles. I like pickles on a burger. I don't really eat a pickle any other time, but on a burger. So I like pickles on a burger, but not any other time. So yeah. If you guys have questions, feel free to tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence or PlayerEssence by itself. We got an hour-long extra that we're extending this stream to. Oh my goodness! You've got to be kidding me. Dude, it's been 2 hours and 55 minutes already. That's what the heck? No way! What? I thought we maybe had like 45. I thought it's only been like 2 hours, maybe going to 2 hours. That is wild. I felt like I just sat down here and started talking to you guys. Holy smokes, yeah, time flies when you're having fun. Let's go. All right, I'll stream for a bit longer than that because I truly thought that it was like, and I think I owe you guys 15 minutes extra from the previous stream, right? Because I had to go early. So we'll get you guys an hour 15 extra. So we'll go to 3 hours and 15. How about that? So we'll go a bit longer. Yeah, time flies, bro. If you guys have questions, let's get a bunch of questions in right now so we can get a good discussion going. Hit that like button too, guys, if you have not hit that like button yet. OJ, would you remaster an old Smash game? Like a good idea or bad? I think there's no need to remaster an old Smash game. You just put them on the NSO and then make new games. So I don't think there's any need to remaster Smash games. Just put them on the NSO, or you can obviously play them in other types of ways. Sam, I can eat a pickle only on a burger. Yeah, on a burger, chicken burger, any type of burger, I can eat a pickle. You know, pickle. But I don't like them in any. I don't like them where they're like long sliced. I like them in the circles, like the circle pickles. You know. But yeah, that's when I can eat pickles on or sandwiches, like a Subway sandwich. You know, that type of sandwich. I can eat a pickle on there. But not too much though, because then it gets the bread. You got to be careful how wet the pickle is. You know, you got to be careful. Or the pickles are. Don't pay attention to the progression of time. You don't need it. You'll mess with yourself. It's a recommendation. Well, I got to because I only have a certain amount of time that I can stream because I have to edit and do other things, which I got to edit a lot tonight. So I only have a certain amount of time that I can be here. That's why we do like the whole combo count and all that, so we can extend it because I have other things and responsibilities. So that's the reason why time is important for me. And also I have a wife, you know, she doesn't want me in here all day. I have a little boy, so I need to spend time with him. I need to make sure I get proper sleep and make sure I get my proper editing done. So bring back DS games on NSO. Maybe they will one of these days. Will we ever get that Suikoden 1 and 2 remaster? Yes, it's coming. Hope you're doing well, my man. Good day to everyone in chat. Hey, shout outs Upper Nimbus. Hope Switch 2 NSO gets lobbies, not friend link ups. The current NSO's biggest flaw. I don't think it's going to be anything outside of lobbies because of the way that it's set up. If it gets like lobbies and all that, would require a huge investment. That would actually require an infrastructure past the NSO. Because what NSO does, it's not real online multiplayer. All it's doing is tricking it into thinking that it's local. That's all it's doing. It's not actual online. If you have actual online play, that would mean that they have to go in there and actually create a game out of it. Source code would have to be changed heavily, right? So NSO isn't real online. It's literally just simulating that you're right there next to them. Obviously there's lag and ping with some of it, but it's not real online multiplayer. So I don't think that there's any way that they can do that, because that would take it actually not being an NSO game, like not being like emulation. It would take them actually making a new game out of it. Now, could they figure out a way to get lobbies done and matchmaking? I mean, they could, but I highly doubt it. PlayStation also has a feature, or at least I think they had a feature, or they might have a feature to where you can play local games online with someone else, but there's also no lobbies. It's just direct connection, right? I think PlayStation has that. Like, I think you can do that on PS5 and PS4, but it's the same thing, you know? So yeah, I doubt that. I doubt that unless it's like, once again, like they re-release it and like they program for that and put something in there for that. That's not gonna happen. So unfortunately, I'm sorry about that, Nin, but yeah, I don't see that happening. Speaking on waiting, I'm still waiting to see a Stars physical edition from Kickstarter. Oh man, yeah, I just bought the Japanese version, Huddy, but hopefully you get that very soon. DeMarco says Square Enix announcing they're focusing more on going on multiple consoles after Switch 2 official announcement. Well, it was gonna come regardless, but yeah. Christian, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the donos, like always. Thank you so much, man. Take it easy. The craziest part is Alleyways and Baseball was one of the few games I bought during the eShop shutdown. Okay. Look, that's why I pay these guys Nintendo to get me lobbies. Yeah, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. That's a lot of work. Because it's supposed to just be just like a release on a game, right? It's not supposed to be something that was like reworked for like lobbies and matchmaking and all that. So yeah, I doubt that's gonna happen. But you never know. Maybe they do. Maybe they have basic lobbies in there. Maybe they do, right? Because like if you don't have somebody to play with, then you can't really play the game online because you have to link up with somebody beforehand. But I do think that like random matchmaking is a possibility. Now, maybe not lobbies, but just randomly pulling someone that also wants to play online. And maybe you set like a toggle like, hey, find people randomly or not. I think that could be a thing. I think that could be a thing where you can just randomly actually get people to play. They'd have to tweak a few different things because once again, it's simulating local play. But I think that might be something they can look into. Did you see my question above? I was asking about rare games on Square Enix on Switch. No, I didn't see it. You didn't tag me. That's why I didn't see it. My bad. But Dank Meme tagged me and I didn't see his either. So let me read off both questions. Do you think picking up Square Enix games on Switch now would be good from a rare perspective with their change in strategy? I don't think so. There's nothing that says anything right now because of that. I would say just pick up the games that, you know, that I've put for buy now before rare. So like World of Final Fantasy, I talked about that. The 7 and 8 double pack, that's what I've talked about as well. So I don't think it's anything based off of what Square Enix's strategy, no. Any reason the Western release of Nintendo World Championship doesn't include the NES controller, but the Japanese version gets Famicom? I don't know. Different regions have different stuff based on manufacturing. It might have been too expensive to manufacture and put it inside the box for here. But I don't think Japan gets the gold cartridge either. So, and there's also marketing people that think that, hey, people in America would love the gold cartridge, right? People like our research shows that people love the gold cartridges that we've done before. So maybe they thought that, hey, gold cartridges would be cool, you know, because people like gold cartridges. And we didn't have the Famicom here in the US. It was just the NES, right? So maybe that's probably a market research thing. Or it could be a manufacturing thing. They don't want to manufacture pricing for that type of thing, and then to ship it would be too much compared to just being in Japan. So I'm guessing it's something like that. It's always something like that. Something just little. Yeah, like a pool. Exactly, pools. I think it could be something like that. Matchmaking inside each game separately or meeting up with people outside of games like a friend list is better. What are you talking about? Oh, you're saying like between like actually meeting up with people in person? I mean, if I can play video games in person with people every day or every time I want to play games, that'd be awesome. Like if I can go play Halo LAN parties and Smash Brothers in person, that'd be my preference. That's way better than playing online, but I can't, you know? The Kickstarter physical edition comes in the SNES style package with some exclusives, but it's from Limited Run Games. Limited Run Games takes forever. That's why I went with the Japanese version, because Limited Run Games takes way too long. They're always taking forever. So that's why I don't go with them. That's why I don't go with them. Shout out to Flipping the Switch did hit 200 subscribers plus. Shout out, thank you guys for subscribing to Flipping the Switch. 200 subscribers. Milestone. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's keep it going with the chat here. But yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you so much, Upper Nimbus. Let me see if I missed anybody's. We need to see some Deca Police as an AnimeCon or AnimeCon. Yeah, I think we do. I think maybe at the next Nintendo Direct or at the Vision, the next level 5 Vision event, which it was supposed to happen last month, but it got delayed. Maybe it got delayed because of Switch 2. But they have not announced a new release date for that level 5 Vision event. So we were supposed to have it in April, but we don't know when it's coming. Does anybody know when it's coming? I don't think they've announced anything. So yeah. I don't think they've announced anything. So yeah. It's all good though. Excuse me. That was late as heck with the pin. Let's see here. Outside, all right, any other questions? Sometime in June, right? Let me double check. Level 5 2024 Vision events. Level 5. Oh, this is a banger right here. Boss Battle 2, SMT 4. Level 5 Vision 2024. Yeah, it was supposed to be for April, right? The World's Children. Oh, it's just delayed to summer. So just summer. So they just have a blanket summer. So yeah, they they delayed it. We regret to inform you that Level 5 Vision 2024, The World's Children, scheduled for April, will be postponed to summer 2024. That being said, we have decided to hold an additional event for Inazuma 11 Victory Road in conjunction with the main event. So yeah, that was what happened there. Let me read the rest of the message. So yeah, we sincerely apologize to all the users who have been looking forward to this event. We kindly ask for your understanding and continued support. So there you go. So yeah, it was delayed. So yeah. Somebody just sent me Square Enix's stock price took a hit. So their stock price is down 15%. Square Enix stock price is down 15%. So yeah, I mean, obviously Square Enix is struggling because they didn't reveal big sales numbers for their PlayStation games. They're exclusive, so they didn't reveal big sales numbers. So, so it is what it is. Unfortunately. Man, this track is so good. So good. But apparently you can order the Famicom controllers, the special edition Famicom one. You can order it from Japan. So you can order it. So you can go on your, you just got to make an Amazon account and they'll ship to America. So you just got to do that. So if you do that, you can get it. But yeah, it'd be nice if it was normal, the normal one that you get. What's your sales prediction for SMT5 Vengeance? SMT5 Vengeance is almost unpredictable. It's hard to predict what it can do. But I'm guessing since it's going to be available on like every platform, plus I'm guessing this should be at least 2 to 3 million, 2 million plus, right? I'm guessing this should be easily the best-selling SMT game. So it should be above the original SMT game. Like I'm guessing it needs 3 million? I'm gonna say 2 million plus. 2 million plus. I don't know if it converts. I think it converts it automatically. I think it does. What's your I like how all your old songs used to play a lot back in the day are playing this stream. Yeah, that's true. A lot of them are playing. It's because we've gotten I think I skipped a lot of the songs or something. Or no, this playlist is just weird. It just put a lot of the older songs. I don't know why. I have a bunch of random playlists and it shuffles everything. So yeah, but yeah, it was good. It was good to get the random songs out of nowhere. So, or like the old songs. But we played more Mew, so I'm gonna look for some more Mew tracks. I'm gonna look for some more of them. You know. You gotta love the Xenoblade, man. Man, Xenoblade's so good. I have like withdrawal right now. I have like withdrawal of like Monolith Soft, which I always have withdrawal of Monolith Soft games. But man, I can't wait for something exciting when it comes to Monolith Soft or like Switch 2. I can't wait, dude. So yeah. Cannot wait. Let's see. I love Mew. Yeah, Mew is really good. Mew is really talented artist. Really talented music composer. So yeah, Mew is awesome. So summer, just summer. I'm guessing it'd be June. Whenever I think of summer, I think of June, but summer could technically, I guess, be, you know, July, August, September. It depends. Some of these companies, they can stretch summer all the way out, man. They can stretch summer out. So I'm guessing it'll be good there. Sometime in June or July. But we'll see. Nintendo has their event in June, so maybe it won't be the same time as their event. But we'll see. Yeah, they may just be waiting for the Nintendo Direct. So finish the Nintendo Direct, and then they do it after that. But who knows? I mean, I'm guessing something happened like with the Direct. I'm guessing something happened with the Direct or Nintendo Switch 2 that they wanted to be able to talk about or something. I don't know, but we'll see. We will see. Yeah, struggling's not good. It's always good but sometimes the struggle defines who you are. Like I wouldn't change anything, like the struggles that I've had. I wouldn't change it at all because I think it's made me into like the grounded individual that I am right now. The fact that I'm really grounded with things. I think it's cool. You know, so a lot of you guys have taught me stuff in terms of things too, man. A lot of you guys have been instrumental. It's me being better as a content creator as well. So I appreciate that. Like I said, make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button yet, hit that like button. Let them know that we're streaming. At least for the end of the stream, right? End of the stream. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Yeah, they just might be waiting for that. And then that Nintendo Direct is going to be one of the craziest Nintendo Directs. Like I said, we have no, I mean, it could just be like a remaster Direct, right? Where they just talk about remasters all day, or they just talk about nothing, you know? So it could just be that. So yeah. Could just be that. Let's see it. Sunbreak. OJ, did you talk about Monster Hunter Rise selling 50 million copies? I did not see that. Sunbreak selling 8 million. So together they've sold, what is that, 23 million copies of the game? Oof. Or well, 23 million copies of Monster Hunter Rise and its other stuff. I did not see that. 50 million copies. That's really good. I guess, yeah, Monster Hunter, what was it? 100 million for the series too, which is crazy. I can guarantee you 10 years ago, if you would have said that Monster Hunter would reach 100 million, everyone would tell you that you're absolutely nuts. There's no way Monster Hunter would be able to sell that great, you know? So there's no way. There's no way. So yeah, it's good. It's good to see that Monster Hunter is doing, you know, that well. That it's doing that well. Excuse me. Shoot, this stream helped me get to my brother's job in 2 hours. If that's a great stream, and the traffic was very pleasant too. Oh man, yeah, 2 hour drive. That's tough. Now I'm just waiting for my bro to get out. Nice, let's go. That's it. Appreciate that. Yeah, Capcom, man, can't stop Capcom. Back to back, Dragon's Dogma, Monster Hunter Rise, all that, dude. All that's doing well. Oh, that's doing very, very well for him. doing very, very well. But we're going to wrap it up here, guys. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream today. We had so much to talk about, so many different things to go over. If you have not seen my most recent video, check it out. We talk about SMT5 Vengeance. We talk about Legend of Zelda, surrounding what's going to happen potentially with that game, that series. There's a lot of good stuff in there. So if you haven't seen it yet, make sure you guys check it out. It's awesome. That video's up. If you've already seen that video, yeah, check out some of my other stuff as well. I had my Square Enix video yesterday too. Sicilian Gamer says, I was deployed for 3 years and just found out one of my friends died in March just before I got back. He was only 42 chairs every day, my bro. Yeah, hey man, I'm sorry to hear about that. Yeah, that's rough whenever you have somebody that you know or that you love, you know, pass away. We've actually had a little bit of that stuff going on in the village this year. But I'm very sorry to hear about that. Condolences to the homie, Sicilian Gamer. But if there's anything that I can do, at least I can do is I can sit here and, you know, obviously pray for them, and pray that everybody here is good, and of course entertain and do the best that I can for people that are here to get, you know, to get through things. So I'm sorry about that, Sicilian Gamer. It's always tough to lose someone. So yeah. Let's see here. Yo, it's been a minute since I caught a live stream. I was loving. You caught the very end, Desh. So maybe we'll catch you for the next one. I think I'm gonna be off tomorrow, so I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow. But I'll be back I'll be back on Thursday. But I will be on the Flipping the Switch live stream, so I will be on that. But I'll be back tomorrow with a new video. I don't think the video is gonna be early in the morning though. I'll probably edit a little bit more tonight, then edit a bit more tomorrow, then have like a nice premiere stream for it. Well, not a YouTube premiere, but a big stream like at 9 o'clock my time. So yeah. Yeah, leave a like if you can. Leave a like and comment on the video, like on the live stream, guys. If you guys want to comment on the live streams, like afterwards, if you guys want to like drop a comment on the actual VOD, that would be very nice to kind of get my stream out there to other people, like in the VOD land, because that actually helps out. So if you guys want to say, oh, yo, great stream, OJ, on the actual VOD of it, like when I make it go live, like if you guys want to put a comment there saying I enjoyed it or your favorite parts, that would be awesome. Hit a like or leave a like and leave comments on the VODs. That'd be great. So all right, guys, love y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Shout outs to the big elite ninjas, Justin, Flipping the Switch. Thank you guys, Jacob. Appreciate Christian, Me World, Juice Man Vaughn, Mongunzo, David V, Huddy, Party Man, Rena, Justin, CR Worlds. That's Christian. Dylan J White, George FT, Mac Mega, Jonathan B. Thank you so much, guys. Nick 93, Lie Pickle, David V. Yo, Big David. And Chrono Rig, thank you guys so much for your support tonight. And everybody here in the chat, Upper Nimbus, Level Designer, Party Man, Epic Lobster, Dank Beam Center X, Vadset. Thank you guys so much. Dragon Gamer, Rena, Massive Rican, J2 Blue. Thank you guys so much, man. Yamoto, DeMarco, Nin128, The Great Wah, Level Design, Vads. I'm repeating people's names. Iskal, Nintendork. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate you guys' support. Joseph S is here as well. Slash. Thank you guys for your support. Take care. Crispy Tofu Ghostin. Appreciate you guys. Zen G. Appreciate all of y'all over there on Twitter. Or no, sorry, Twitch. Dog Hair Don't Care. Simeon Coin. Sortable Shelf. Dash Frame. Thank you guys for your support. And we'll see you guys probably on Thursday. But tomorrow I got a big video. Funny video for you guys. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'll see you guys tomorrow on the video. On the video. Probably like around 12 p.m. ET. 12 p.m. ET. So all right, guys. Take it easy. Maybe later than that. So, peace.